You felt it. Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life. That there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. It is this feeling that has brought you to me.
I just couldn't help myself. I had to play that. Let's see here. How do I exit this now? There we go. Hey, everybody hear me? Test, test, test. I can't hear myself on StreamYard. That's disturbing. Who hears me? Let me hear some ones. Do I hear some ones, some twos, some threes? Come on, just tell me you can hear me. That's all I want to know. Hey, CB. Thanks, man. There we go. We got a winner. CB says one. One. How's everybody doing? I'm a little bored. Just thought I'd come out, have a chat, say hi to everybody in my padded cell, maybe have a shot or two. Anybody want to drink with me? I'm not much of a drinker. I might get drunk on air. I'm sure you guys would love to see that. Look, I even brought out a shot glass. But it's a one. Hey, PNP, what are you doing up this late, man? Texas, couple hours. What are you up at? Like, what is that? 1:30 in Texas? What the heck are you doing here? Well, I decided to drop $25 for the month and upgrade my StreamYard here. If you notice up in the right, where is it? Woo! Up here, you don't see the StreamYard logo anymore. You see my logo. So I thought, what the heck? Missy's like, yeah, drink. It's hard to hear me in my padded cell. There, is that better? Audio, test, test, test. I got a fan on, so it's kind of hot in my studio. But let me turn the fan off. If I can find the off button to this thing. There we go. That thing makes a lot of noise. Maybe that'll help. Still think I hear something going though. Anyways, how's everybody doing? I would have paid it for you. Hey, Silent Money. Hey, how's it? Well, you always can. You know, not that I'm soliciting, but remember, I do have a PayPal. All right, stop that. You know what? Just for soliciting like that, I got to punish myself. I got to do it. I got to punish myself. Now, I hope you guys and gals realize that I really don't drink. Okay. I don't, honestly. Oh, you're an alcoholic. Alcoholics say that. No, I really don't. I mean, if on the rare occasions that me and mine go out to like the Mexican restaurant or something like that, I may have a margarita. And if I have a margarita, just one with dinner, even with food in my gut, I literally need help walking home. So that tells you something right there. But that's about a half shot. We'll start slow. Ooh, wow. The only thing that saves it is it's green apple. I don't know if you can read that. It's kind of bright, but no, it's cheapo. It's New Amsterdam, but it's sour apple or green apple or whatever. So at least it's got some other taste to it. It's only water. Yeah. Yeah, you would think, right? No. Yeah, I think I drink. And then here's my chaser. It's just normal juice. Cranberry mango. But I tell you, you guys going to be live on here, and if I bet you, if I get up to 5 of these, well, that was the warm up. That's why I only filled it halfway up. But from the next one, a couple more of these, and you'll be able to tell. I'll probably start slurring my speech and getting my girlfriend's kind of my other half's kind of mad that I'm drinking out here because she goes, "You're gonna get drunk and make an ASS out of yourself live on YouTube." Your subscribers don't want to see that. And don't underestimate what my subscribers would watch. But anyways, is PMP still in here? I don't know. If PMP, if you're still in here, I'm gonna post a link if anybody wants to get on a panel, I guess is what they call if you want to get in here and say hi in video chat, or you can leave your camera off if you're on a laptop or a desktop. I don't know about if you can do it on a cell phone. I never tried, but I know nothing about that. Nothing. I know nothing. So your audio comes through. If you're on a desktop, you can choose on StreamYard here if you want to be seen or not. But yeah, that's the link to come on in. If anybody wants to be live on the air with Junkyard while he gets that was a half shot and I'm already starting to feel it. Is that sad? Is that sad that I'm such a lightweight with alcohol? If you've ever wondered if you have a drinking problem, guess what, genius? You do. Normal people never wonder if they do. Anyway, I've been sober 33 years now. You've been there? Well, that half a shot you just saw me take, that's probably the first touch of alcohol I've had in months. And then when I did have a little alcohol months ago, it was probably a glass that I had maybe 4 of these in of my homemade apple cider wine stuff, which didn't turn out too good because I didn't put enough sugar in it. But no, I really, honestly, I don't drink much. This is like an exception. I just thought, what the hell? Let's get drunk on YouTube. Why not? Make an ass out of myself. Oh, it's supposed to be G-rated. Sorry, YouTube. Make an arse out of myself, huh? Hey, I wonder if I turn the lights off and poured that Amsterdam in here, if it's strong enough to light it with the lighter to prove that it's alcoholic. I don't know. What's the chat doing? Thanks, Dave. I appreciate that, man. I have family members that died of alcoholism. I have living members of my family that are alcoholics. Recovering, probably. One is a recovering. I don't know about the other one, but to each his own. Drunkyard. Missy says Drunkyard. Missy, is that going to be the new click name? The Drunkyard Drunks? Do it. Do what? What do you want me to do? Aussies. Andy, are you in Australia? What time is it in Australia? It must be morning by now, right? If it's in California, if it's 19 minutes to midnight, it's got to be morning in Australia or sometime, right? PMP, you don't have to. PMP, dude, you don't have to drink on the show or anything like that. Use that link. Get in here. Help me try out this panel chat thing. Somebody, anybody. Use that link here. I'll show it too. If you use that link, hopefully I do it right. And you can go on air with me. You don't have to show your face. You could just the audio if you want. If not, Andy, it's 4:40. It's PM there? Crap. See, yeah, I don't know time zones. I don't pay attention to time zones. Watching from Vancouver, Canada. Always love your content. Taught me a lot. Got a Canuck in the house. I'm just kidding, Dave. I love you, man. Should I start saying A after everything I say? It's like, hey, man, let's have a drink, eh? Missy says it's 3:42 p.m. Monday where she's at. Monday? Holy crap. It's just another manic Monday. All right. For the Monday, here we go. I'm only going to do a halfer because I don't want to gag and throw up here live on YouTube. So we're only going to do another halfer. All right. All right. Here we go. Yeah. You know, at least that green apple saves it a little bit. Ah. Oh, shots for tips. Oh, crap. Oh, hey, I can do that. You want to get me sloshed? I can do that. We can do that. Where's my PayPal thing? You know, if you donate, oh, crap. For every $5 donated, no, it can't be that expensive. What's a good amount? What's a good amount per shot? What am I shooting? It's weak crap. It's just New Amsterdam flavored vodka. It's green apple. It's kind of bright in here, so you really can't. I don't think you can see the label. Oh, it's green. My green screen's gonna, because it's green, you're not gonna see it on the green screen. But yeah, I got the green screen set up. So because the label's green, you won't see it. But it's and the glare. It's New Amsterdam, and it's apple, green apple. Yeah. Hope that's ice cold. No, it's been up on a shelf for like 3 years or more, maybe 4. But it took me 4 years to get it down. It's probably been about 3.5 to 4 years old, and it took me that long just to get it down this far. So it's still got that much left. And well, you could see it. I don't need to show you. It's got that much left in the bottle. No, I'm not like sponsored by New Amsterdam or anything, but yuck. I know. It's vodka. It's the only thing I really had in the house that was hard liquor. PMP's on. Okay. And Kelly Bacon. All right. Let's add you to the guys to the stream here. Add the stream. Add the stream. I just don't know if I can hear you guys. You guys turn your mics on. Hey, PMP, I can hear your fishes in the background. So I know you're on.
Yeah,
Kelly Bacon.
They're sleeping right now.
They're sleeping. How you doing, PMP?
All right. About like usual. Waiting for the heat wave to get over with.
Oh, it's been so nice in Cali.
Well, we missed a hurricane, or it didn't stay a hurricane very long, but it went into Mexico. Missed us, but
get any rain out of it?
Not much. We needed it, but we didn't get much.
Damn.
Luckily, I have a well, so I don't have to worry about the water bill.
Oh, that's nice. Make sure no one's sneaking on your property and contaminating it. Hi, Carol. I see you in chat. Callie Bacon, you're in here. I don't hear you though. Say something. Turn on your microphone. You know how to use that? I don't know. Yo. There, I heard you. What's up, man? You might have to speak up because we really can't hear you that good. All right, now I lost PMP. Get back to your computer, PMP. All right. So, wait a minute. Let's switch this out here. There we go. We can do that. Callie doesn't have a... It just has a black box for Cali, but oh well.
Hey, when I put down I don't drink anymore, I also added a sentence any more than I used to.
Any more than you used to.
And I don't drink very often. I used to drink a lot more, like I come home from work every day and have a few beers, but I don't drink much hard liquor, but I do happen to have something here.
Oh, is that what I think it is?
Yeah. That's actually moonshine
I knew it.
made into whiskey.
Nice.
If you'll see, I don't know if you can see it.
It's got a tint. It's like an amber tint to it, like a brownish tint.
Yeah, see that wood?
Oh, yeah.
That's from a whiskey barrel.
Oh, I bet you that's good. How long has that been in there?
This is 414.
Ooh, I bet you that's a little smooth. Huh? Are
Yeah.
you saying 2014 or since the 14th of January, February, April?
No, well, the moonshine itself is about 4 years old,
Gotcha.
but the wood's only been in there since 414 this year.
Missy says it looks like pee or weed. It's
Well,
not yellow, it's brown.
If you could smell it, you wouldn't be smelling like pee.
You know, haven't seen it lately, but our local Walmart had started. I started buying from a moonshine maker, and they would put strawberries and fruit in it, and you can buy the mason jars at Walmart for like moonshine. It was flavored moonshine. I tried a strawberry. It wasn't that bad, but I really wasn't into it really too much. But
yeah, well, if you're not really into hard liquor, you're not going to be into moonshine for the most part. I have some that's called apple pie moonshine.
ooh,
You can buy it, but I prefer to make it from my own recipe.
you just put like cinnamon sticks in it while it ages.
Cinnamon sticks, and a few other ingredients.
Secret ingredients. So how things been going in Texas, man? Any? How about? I've been waiting for updates and stuff from that whole Leon Valley and
There's really
all that.
nothing to update. They're just keeping us on hold and putting things off. And with the virus shit going on, that's delaying it even more. And of course, they're going to take every advantage of that to delay it.
Of course. Yeah, they delayed my resisting charge in San Diego. I was supposed to, on July 7th, I was supposed to go to court, but they said, oh, it's been postponed. Check back in 30 days. We'll see if we have a new court date for you. I'm surprised they just haven't dropped it yet. But
don't be surprised. You've seen it all the time. They never drop it until they absolutely have to.
I know. But I'm pretty much, it's gotten to the point where I'm like begging my civil case attorney to play hardball and just get it dropped. But I haven't hired him on the criminal side, only the civil side. The civil side's free, but if I want him to represent me and make phone calls for the criminal side of this, he's probably going to want to charge me.
Do you have a lawyer?
Yeah, I have a lawyer. I have a lawyer, local, who also.
Law?
It's the alcohol's already kicking in. I'm trying to remember his name, but no, it's not Strauss. Let me think about it. I'll look it up and I'll tell you in a few minutes. But this guy, I like this attorney I got. When I look for an attorney, I look for an attorney that's not afraid to speak his mind, and it's kind of a bull, And I talked to this guy, and before I hired him, I talked to him several times, and I liked him right away, even though he berated me a little bit for certain things.
Just playing you?
Nah, he's not playing me, but he's a very well known he's a very well known high profile attorney in California. Who was it? Was it News Now California or California Guardian? One of those two people. They knew him. I just I just said his first name, Jerry, and he sent me a message. Oh, is it Jerry so and so? And I'm like, oh, it sure is. And he goes, damn, you're in great hands. And I've looked up some of his past cases, and he loves going after municipalities when they cross the line. But
that's the kind of lawyer you need.
Oh yeah. He and you know, there were certain things I didn't agree with him on when I talked to him, but like one of the things that he said that he I'm not going to say berated me, but you know, he talked down to me a little bit is and I agree. There's times when I really should not pan to the camera so much if I'm getting hemmed up and just keep my mouth shut, which is a given. Everybody says, you know, don't talk. I know that, but sometimes it's hard when you're pissed off to keep your mouth shut. Because, you know, you want a jury to like you more than they like the police. But I mean, if you're sitting there cussing at them, and
they're not going to like you.
They're not going to like you. So, you know, I agree with him on that. But, you know, he pretty much said, you know, if this video that you sent me was a little different, or even some of your other videos I've seen were way different, I could have done a lot more for you than what you're going to get out of this. But we're still gonna put, you know, we're still going to hold them accountable. But don't expect. He pretty much said you would get more in the long run if you did certain things different.
Yeah, if the jury liked you.
Yeah, if the jury loves you, you'll get more than if the jury just agrees with you. Yeah. So, you know.
Well, I've always been a firm believer that when you're out there doing this, you got to play to the jury. You got to play like you're going to get arrested. You got to take every one of them like that. But I'm also a firm believer that if you get to do whatever you want to. I don't berate people for doing whatever it is they do. I either ignore it and leave it alone, or well, really, that's pretty much, if I don't like what they do, I just pretty much ignore it. They do what they do. I do what I do. It's not my business what they do.
I mean, I know sometimes I like to, you know, for content, I do funny things. You know, my tripod case walks I know aren't popular among some people, but I get a kick out of them, and you know, they're fun for me, and I do it in a safe area for me. You know, I usually don't do my tripod case walks outside of Orange County because I'm well familiar with Orange County sheriffs, and understandably and admittedly, they're well familiar with me. So,
I think the first video I saw you, well, you know, I'm a big Second Amendment guy, right? Yeah. And the first video I think I saw you was you had your case with you, and the officer was very careful about how he worded things and how he handled things, and he wanted to see in your case. And anyway, it ended up pretty good, and I think you agreed to come back and talk to him some other time.
Oh, that was probably the Laguna Beach. Yeah.
He was very careful about how he worded things.
Oh no, he was very. He was wrong on a couple things.
Yeah.
In my opinion, of course, this is my opinion. I'm not a lawyer. This isn't legal, but he quoted the Heibel case as making it mandatory upon a detention to ID in California, and I reminded him that the Heibel case was in a state that had an ID statute. So it's different and doesn't apply in California that does not have an ID statute anymore. So when they abolished it, it got overturned, and they just took it out of the penal code, and they never replaced it with anything. And that's one of the things I disagreed with my attorney about. He's like, why don't you just show him ID? And I said, whoa, wait a minute.
That's part of the point. We don't have to.
That's part of the point. I mean, he's like, well, you're just making more trouble for yourself. I'm like, it shouldn't be making trouble for myself if I'm just exercising my rights. And he's like, okay, well, I can see that point, but I still think you're making more trouble for yourself. I'm like, Well, then you don't understand my channel and what I try to do.
It's to expose that the police are the ones making it more troublesome.
The whole thing is I'm trying to see if I can legally make it as difficult for the officer to do what he wants to do, legally do it that way. Will the officer or deputy overstep his authority and do something he's not supposed to do? Right. So that's pretty much the point. And when I explain that to him, and I go, okay, well now I have more of an understanding, but still, I still think you're making more trouble for yourself. I'm like, well, then what I'd be doing would be pointless, because I'm not going to ID and give up my Fourth Amendment and to remain anonymous, and if I'm not doing anything wrong.
But he's just one lawyer.
Yeah, he's just one lawyer. But again, even though him and I do disagree on certain things, we agree on a great deal of things as well. And one main sticking point that we agree on is San Diego PD had no right to put hands on me, go into my pockets, and when I flinched, push me against the wall and then throw me to the ground. And that pissed him off when he saw that. And we can show that it's not going to be a stretch to show that that's their motive in San Diego. That's pretty much all. That's what they do all the time. If they stop somebody and they're talking to them, they search them. They pretty much pat them down. I'm going to search you for without your consent or anything. I'm just gonna see if you have any weapons on you. So
they just want to try to find a reason to arrest you.
Exactly. So it's
money.
Yeah. And they try to say, oh, it's just for my safety and yours. How many times have we heard that out of a cop's mouth? Oh, it's my safety and yours.
Yeah, right. Well, I always like to point out that and give a story that happened to me years ago. And this is for the ID stuff.
Yeah.
I had a ticket. It was paid for, had been paid for years. I kept the receipt in my truck for 2 years. All right. And it was the third or fourth year I had cleaned my truck out. The receipt was gone. And then I get pulled over by a cop. And anyway, if he wouldn't have known who I was, he wouldn't have found that they had screwed up on the ticket and showed that I hadn't paid it.
Yeah.
The next day, after I'd been arrested, I'm sitting there in the cell. They finally figured out, oh, you did pay it. I didn't get an apology. I still had to pay for my truck. It would have been cost too much to go back through court to try to make them pay me, and it just wasn't worth it at the time. But so if you're walking down the street or something and they want you to ID, don't ID, because you never know what's out there behind, waiting for you, because they screw up.
They do. I mean, well, I put it like this. There's been cases out there, even with states that have ID statutes and stuff like that. And I've heard, I can't quote them offhand, but I've listened to, oral arguments and stuff like that in cases. Now, if I go online right now and put my full name in for the whole United States, there's so many people in this country that have my same name. There are people with my same name that have warrants. Not in California. I mean, they may not have, they don't have my same date of birth, but that name comes up as having a warrant. I mean, how do I know that a cop, even though it's not the same date of birth, may say, oh, maybe that's just a foul up in the system, and take me in on a warrant that's not even mine, if they know my name?
Well, I've seen several videos where a cop pulls over a car because he misread the plate and it comes up stolen.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I've seen where somebody misunderstood the name, spelled it wrong. It came up with somebody else. So they busted somebody that didn't have anything to do with anything. All right. They make mistakes. That's why, you never talk to the cops. But with what we do, we need to a certain extent, because that's how we expose what kind of cop they are.
Yeah. When I started doing this one thing a lot of comments I'd get on earlier videos is you talk too much. You talk too much. But I have no problem talking. But my talking is usually asking questions.
Yeah.
And not answering questions.
Right.
I have no problem talking to the cops. I just won't answer questions. Sometimes I'll slip up and they'll say, are you sure you're not going to ID? And instead of saying I don't answer questions, I'll say, no, I'm not going to ID. Well, I just answered a question. But
Yeah.
other than that that minor little slip up there, I usually don't answer questions at all. But any attorney worth his weight and goal will tell you, under no circumstances should you ever even have a consensual conversation with an officer, because you never know when something you might accidentally say may trigger an investigation that
Exactly.
he's aware of from days prior. You may say in a conversation, oh yeah, I stopped off at a liquor store down on Bristol and Maine. And then in the back of his mind, he's thinking, oh my gosh, there was an assault and battery there that day. And next thing you know, now you're being investigated to see if you were that suspect, even though you weren't, you know what I mean? It's stupid. Oh, you had nothing to worry about if it wasn't you. But still, do you really want to be investigated?
Yeah. And they get to, the video where the lawyer is saying never, ever talk to the cops. Under no circumstances, never, ever talk to the cops. And he goes to
the guy that talks all fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's a law professor or something, but he gives an example, and I don't remember if I can remember it exactly, but basically it comes down to our guy said, haven't been to that location, but yet a witness says they
saw them. Yeah.
All right. And the witness was wrong, but the police got to use that in court. Yes. We couldn't use that hearsay in court, but the police can.
Yep.
All right. So
that's what he says. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, anything you say can and will be used against you.
But it cannot be used
for you.
Exactly. That's the catch.
Cops are working with the prosecutors.
Oh, not yep. And that's just the way the system's rigged. It's you can.
You think the cops are there to help you.
Yeah, you can say, "Oh, wait a minute! No, the person said this, but they're not there as a witness, or that's hearsay."
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Oh, but they said this. Sorry, that's inadmissible. You can't bring it up in your trial. And then you get judges that they're supposed to be impartial. They're like referees, but they're not impartial.
Especially the locals.
Yeah, they help the prosecution more than being impartial. They don't allow things that, in my opinion, should be allowed in. They say, oh, no, that's inadmissible. Wait. Why is it inadmissible? Oh, well, it just is. What?
Well, we got to face it. If it wasn't for bad judges and bad DAs, we wouldn't have so many bad cops.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's not just the cops that we're after. It's the bad judges and the DAs and the mayors that allow the bad cops to be in their town, et cetera, et cetera.
My general rule of thumb is, when I rank departments, I hold county sheriffs to a higher standard than I do city police departments. I mean, most of the counties in California have the county sheriff. You have LA County Sheriff, you have Orange County Sheriff, you have San Diego County Sheriff. But certain cities hire or have their own police departments within there, and they have the jurisdiction in that city. But if you get arrested, guess who they pass you off to? They pass you off to the sheriff's department. It's funny, but no, all city police are security guards with qualified immunity. That's all they are. And I hold sheriff's departments to a much higher standard because they're a constitutional entity, or they're supposed to be. But
yeah, well, we see that we got plenty of bad sheriffs out there. We have one I'm working on right now that's out in West Texas, El Paso County. Really? And he's still saying that if you're in Texas and you're detained, you have to ID, and we all know better than that. It's already proven, through several court cases, and even when they were trying to pass the open carry stuff here in Texas, the Congress, the Senate and everything, when they were going through the whole thing, it was discussed that we don't have to put this part in because it's already state law that you don't have to ID unless you're being arrested.
Yeah.
So if you have open carrying a gun, or you are concealed carrying a gun and you have a permit, you don't have to ID, and you don't have to show show your permit or your ID because it's already covered.
Well, yeah, and you would also think it just goes to the nature of the officer's personal knowledge. If he sees somebody open carrying, he would have to somehow, some way, have knowledge that that person does not have a carry permit, because he can't stop the person legally to see if he has one. But hypothetically, let's say he knows the person, and he knows the person doesn't have one, and then sees that same person walking down the street with a sidearm in his side. I don't know if that would give him legal grounds, because who knows, in the last day or so, maybe he got one. But
you made the point I was going to make. Yeah.
But so, even then, it's a fine line. If you're not doing anything wrong, you shouldn't have to ID, period. Unless they see you jaywalking or something, some bull crap charge.
Here in Texas, they would have to have something like that before you would have to ID, because even if they suspected that you didn't have a open carry license, you still wouldn't have to ID because you're not under arrest.
Yeah,
you're not being charged with anything.
That's true. But would you? But they could get your information if you decided to show them your permit. They have your information off of that, though, anyways, right?
Yeah, if you decide to show your permit, which you don't have to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that's got a lot of local tyrants pissed at that,
Yeah, and the problem is the cops just say, well, I didn't understand it, even if they did, and then, they arrest you and they're covered,
Oh yeah, if that's another flaw in the system. If there has not been a case like that in that circuit yet, of somebody that had a permit that didn't want to show their ID, and then they can claim, well, a reasonable officer would know we couldn't do that because that hasn't been brought up before.
Yeah, but we still go back to the bad judges. The bad judges will say, the cops, even if there was a court case, right? And the cop says, well, I thought I was doing the right thing. Then the judge says, okay, no problem. You're excused from that one,
And then you have to appeal it, and you may turn around on appeal, but
well, what I mean is the cop would get away with it. He would get immunity, even when he shouldn't. Because I argued even back years ago that this immunity stuff is crap because it will be abused. It will absolutely be abused, and it is.
People there's a lot of people and officers and just people that just can't seem to grasp that we're supposed to be a nation that if there is not a specific law against something, then you have the freedom and liberty to do it.
Yeah.
One day somebody may decide they don't like the color purple and call the cops because I have a purple shirt. Does that mean the cop has a right to stop me, harass me, detain me just because I'm wearing a purple shirt and somebody doesn't like it? It's not against the law.
And that's where a lot of the abuse comes in. And that's why I don't like the qualified immunity stuff, because it bypasses that. It lets them bypass that and do pretty much whatever they want to.
I don't know.
Hell, I've been watching, just to kind of change the subject, I've been watching a lot of Russian videos. And you'll notice, if you watch enough of them, you'll start to see that, hell, the cops over there are a lot better behaved than ours. And in fact, their guns or usually the regular street cops, their guns are in a white holster with a flap over it, and they're not carrying. They don't look like they're militarized like ours are. And even when I saw there was a video where they were dressed up like, SWAT or something, and they got pretty rough with the guy. But the regular ones on the street, even when they're getting rough with somebody, they're pretty gentle. They're not, jumping on them, throwing to the ground, beating the hell out of them. They just like to use an arm bar or something and take them to the ground.
Oh, I've seen comments like that on my San Diego arrest when they took me to the ground. There's comments all over that original video from individuals of, Hispanic and African American saying they took you to the ground very gentle. If you had been black or Mexican or something else, they would have hurt you a lot worse. It's like, okay,
we've seen them beat the hell out of white people too.
Yeah, I'm not trying to bring race into it. I'm just
That's just what the young people think nowadays.
That's true, Callie. That's true.
Yeah. Well, I actually do believe, and I'll get off this topic after, but I think there is a problem that they do treat whites a little bit better than they do some of the others, but I don't think it's as big a problem as I don't think people realize that they're screwing us up too. They will beat the hell out of white people too.
There's a comment I want to address really fast from Lady Justice. Lady Justice, you can't abolish totally qualified immunity. It needs to be reformed. If you completely abolish qualified immunity, then nobody's going to want to be law enforcement at all. And then it'll pretty much be, anarchy, in my opinion. What you got to do is you got to reform it to a point, in my opinion, that it would be like, let's say there's a judgment against an officer that's founded, then maybe 30% or 40% or maybe even 50% is paid by the municipality and the department, and 50% by the officer, whether that's through his pension or something like that. But you can't totally obliterate qualified immunity. You have to reform it, in my opinion, because if there was no qualified immunity at all, there would be absolutely no cops in this country.
I think also with the qualified immunity, if it would have to be very strict guidelines. I mean, exacting just examples of what is qualified immunity and what is not left with these big, huge gray areas where they get to abuse it. It would have to be very definite. You get qualified immunity if this situation type deal and not in this situation type deal. I don't know how they would actually word it legally, but I think I got my point across.
No, I agree. I'm a firm believer that there has to be qualified immunity reform, but even I myself don't know what that would look like in its entirety. You would really have to work it out, but there has to be some, because you will always have law enforcement in this country. Personally, I'd love this. Even though they're, like you said, PMP, there are bad sheriffs out there. I would love for there not to be any city police. In my perfect world, every law enforcement agent would be a county sheriff or sheriff's deputy. But whether or not that would ever happen, who knows? But you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at a video that I want to do that kind of covers the abolish, the defunding the police.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different opinions on it, but there's a city that's done it, and the police chief is even saying, "Hey, this is great. I love the way this happened, and it's working great for the police and the people." But there still has to be some kind of law enforcement, and the way they did it seems to be pretty good. So I'm still looking into it a little bit more. I want to find out more detail because the video doesn't go into great detail.
James had a good comment. It says, if you're doing things lawfully, in other words, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing and not violating people's rights, you don't require any immunity. I agree with that on premise. I do agree with that on premise, but without some type, even a minor fraction of qualified immunity, it would there wouldn't be a justice system. Everybody and their uncle would be going after a cop that wrote him a ticket, or I mean, sure, it's up to the justice system to weed out the bad cases, but nobody. I'll say it again. I know I've already said it, but if there's absolutely 100% no more qualified immunity, then there won't be any any more law enforcement in this country, because nobody wants to take a job.
There's no incentive.
Yeah, there's no incentive, and no one wants to take a job that their whole livelihood is going to be taken away, even on a silly mistake. I mean, sure, I believe a livelihood should be taken away, your pension, your home, everything, if you shoot somebody in the back as they're running away from you. You know what? That's
Especially if they're naked and they couldn't have been having a gun hidden on them or something.
exactly. There, I was doing a Google search last night, like I do once in a while to rehash news stories, and I got interrupted and I didn't get to look at it, but I found on Google there was something where they're looking at a cop for a second time that he shot somebody in the back as they were fleeing, somebody that he was known to be a felon, grant you, but still, you know, in the old days, you were shunned in this country if you shot anybody in the back. Doesn't matter who, what, when, where, or why. If you put a bullet in somebody's back, you became public enemy number one. But that doesn't seem to be the case anymore.
Hey, just to be devil's advocate on the qualified immunity thing, you know, there was police before qualified immunity.
That's true. That's true. But it's a different time, you know.
In this day and age.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say that. You said it. I got it out of you, but I wasn't going to say it. But,
no, yeah. I like using that phrase.
Yeah. But I'm thinking about taking another shot. I am already getting so tipsy here. I've only had
but you're not slurring enough right now. You're going to have to take another drink.
Oh, maybe if somebody sends me like $1 donation. Should we do $1 a shot? See how drunk we can get drunk here.
Better make it $5 a shot. You're a cheap drunk.
Oh, that's true. But I don't want to make it too expensive. But that would be funny. That would be funny. $1 a shot to my PayPal.
Y'all send him $1 and I'll take a drink.
Oh, P&P getting drunk?
Oh, I'm not a cheap drunk.
You're not a lightweight like me.
I just like saying cheap drunk.
I'm going through some of my emails here.
Or should I say cheap date?
Cheap.
I don't see $1 up there yet.
Oh, looks like we have yeah, I have one of my subscribers that also subscribed to Furry.
I'll do it for free.
You're going to take a shot for free? All right, let me get back on that. I want to watch. All right, there you go. Is that your moonshine? All right, since you took one, I guess I can take a shot. Believe me, my mouth wants to slur. I'm fighting my mouth not to slur my speech right now.
That stuff needs to be aged a little more. Not
a little more. I don't know. This unintentionally, this stuff's actually probably aged. I've had this bottle for years. I hardly even touch it.
Well, to age this right, it needs to be in the hot for a while and the cold for a while and the hot, because then it gets hot, it goes into the wood, and then it gets cold and it comes out of the wood, and it picks up the flavors and mellows it out.
Ouch! That one's gonna leave a mark. Hey, Sis, we're trying out StreamYard. I upgraded my account to do some things, and I've never actually had a panel. So we're just thanks for tuning in. We're just chatting about this and that, and taking shots and watching Junkyard get drunk on the air. And give me about 5 or 10 minutes and my speech will probably go out the window. Because I think that's like well, the first 3 were only like half shooters. So I'm probably only at like 2.5 to 3 shots right now. So it doesn't take me much. Regina, that's very sweet of you to say, but I highly doubt that. But Regina says this is the coolest live stream. But I'm surprised you're not bored.
Well, some of the live streams, they get pretty rowdy and cussing up a storm and saying some pretty raunchy stuff, but that's not my kind of live stream, so I don't usually join in, but you're usually pretty cool. So
I have an easygoing voice. Might as well label it lullaby chat. Put you to sleep. Callie, you've been quiet, man. You have any stories you want to tell? You have any interactions with cops that we might find interesting?
Yeah, I just went down to Laguna Beach and then they stole my car
What?
and they impounded it.
That's my backyard. What did
Laguna Beach?
Yeah, Laguna Beach. That's literally probably 7-8 minute drive up PCH for me. It's not well, actually, maybe a little longer than that. Less than 10 minutes.
They pulled me over because I stopped going down a hill. I didn't go down the hill completely. Something like that.
And they stopped you. Was your registration
Me,
expired,
my
or
friend and somebody else? Because
Why
he didn't have a driver's license, but the passenger did. They took the car, and we live in Fullerton.
so the driver didn't have a valid license,
No.
and they didn't just let somebody else in the car take possession of
That's
the
what
car?
we said. That they said they were going to do that, but because my name didn't come up, and because I was giving them a hard time, even though I gave them my full name and date of birth, they said it didn't come up. And at the end, they just took the car.
Oh,
they like taking cars.
Oh, they do. So is it? Were you able to get it out of
I
the
told them,
impound?
how can you guys sleep at night doing stuff like that?
Missy just sent me $2. I got to take another shot. Oh my god, I'm gonna get drunk.
2 shots.
Oh yeah, we said $1. Well, she only said take a shot. She's only,
Oh, okay, that's right. It does take a shot.
she paid $2 and said I have to take a shot. So I've been trying to space my shots out, but since she paid, the 2, okay, I guess I got to fill it all the way up, huh? She paid. Oh my god, this is gonna kill me. Don't laugh at me too much. All right.
I'd try some of my homemade wine, but it's sealed and I don't want to open it for just a shot. And I don't like wine anyway. I just like making it.
Woo!
Whoa, bro.
That was for you, Missy. Oh my god. That's gonna kill me. I filled that thing to the brim.
He's
Am I all
gonna,
flushed?
he's gonna start slurring now.
Am I all flushed? I feel like I just went up like 10 degrees.
Can't tell.
I know I got a brain fluid.
Bloodshot.
Yeah, they're watering like you wouldn't believe right now. Thanks a lot, Missy. She's laughing at me. Wow. But that sucks. So is the vehicle still in impound?
Yeah, it's not worth paying $1,000.
$1,000?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. See, that's what they were hoping for.
And I wonder how much of that cut they get.
I wonder.
I still have not been able to find that out. I still believe that there's some cities that make money off of that part of it, but I can't find out much.
Yeah, because the impound is in the same city. You know, the place where you get it from.
You should. Did they give you the info, the name of that place?
Yeah. It's in
What's
Laguna
the-
Beach.
What's the name of it?
I'm not sure what it's called.
Oh, you don't? You should find that and then email it to me at thejunkyardnews@gmail.com. I'll go do a freaking audit on that place. I'll piss them off. That's that's not right. I mean,
We've done that a few times around here.
I'm not gonna beat a dead horse or anything like that, but driving without a license is stupid. But besides the point, they should have let a licensed drive. Oh my God! Don't tell me you did that again.
I think she gave you a bonus for having choke on that.
Oh my gosh!
Because she's not telling you have to take another shot.
I'll do it if she wants me to do it. I'll do it, but she's gonna have to give me a minute. Wow. But yeah, thanks, Missy. I appreciate that.
Maybe that's what I should do. Get on it late at night and say, "Here, I'll take shots for money."
I gotta turn the fan on. I'm smoking myself out here in my little studio I made. It might. Sorry,
I could hear your fan running earlier anyway, so I don't think it made much difference.
All right. I hate the switch on this thing. It's like a pain in the butt. There it goes. Oh, okay. That should cool me off. I'm freaking all. I do. I feel all flushed and warm. Oh, Missy, what did you do to me?
All your fault, Missy.
Junkyard, do you think it'd be a good idea for me to make videos like you, where I have the rifle but not in the case?
No, not in California, dude. If you have
You're in California.
Yeah, but I don't have usually. Well, I have rifles, but when I go on my walks, it's a tripod case. I have a tripod in there. It's sticky. Okay, if you want to put a rifle in there, you have to make sure you have a lock. And if you actually look at all the different gun sections in the California legislature, they are intertwined. So
No, not putting a gun in there, just styrofoam.
Oh, well, yeah, go for it, dude. You said put a rifle in a case. I'm like, well, wait a minute here.
I meant a rifle case. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I just misunderstood. Sure. I mean, just be careful. I mean, I encourage people to exercise their rights. All right. But at the same time, I have to put out a disclaimer that, don't try this at home unless you know what you're doing and you don't want to get hemmed up. But I mean, if you want to put, okay, I'll tell you what, don't put styrofoam in there. If you decide that you want to do a Fourth Amendment walk, put a fishing pole or two in there. Okay, like one of those breakdown fishing poles. All right,
don't by the beach.
Yeah, don't just put styrofoam in there, because if in my opinion, this is just my opinion. In my opinion, if they violate your rights and they illegally search you and there's just styrofoam in there, no jury is going to think that you weren't out there just looking for trouble.
Exactly.
Okay. If you have fishing poles in there, you're protecting your fishing poles from harm while you're going fishing. All right. And if they ask you, well, where are you going fishing? You just say, dude, I don't want to answer any questions without an attorney present. And just don't answer any questions. And if they ask you, can I search your bag? Say, I don't consent to searches. I don't want to answer any questions without an attorney present. That would be my advice. It's not legal advice. It's just personal advice. Don't just walk around with styrofoam, because if something bad happens where you go after them civilly, you want a jury to understand the position you were in and like you. Like we were talking.
Always play to the jury.
Always play the jury. And the jury will look at somebody going fishing with, and it's perfectly acceptable to be protecting your fishing poles and carrying them in the case, because a case is defined by what's inside it. If you have fishing poles in there, it's a fishing pole case. It's not a gun case. A gun case has a gun in it. I mean, it may be manufactured. The manufacturer of the case may call it a rifle case, but once you put something else in it, you can put your lunch in it. It's now a lunchbox case. That, again, I'm not an attorney. This is just my personal opinion and view. But yeah, so some of my subscribers told me to put donuts in there. So if I ever get violated and they illegally search it, they'll find donuts. But
Sneak away while they're busy eating.
I mean, if you look at my Fourth
Yeah, but
Amendment
what's the
test,
worst that can happen? You just go to jail.
they illegally arrest you and stuff like that, and it ends up getting dropped. But it'll be a pain in the butt for you unless you have more time than money. It's very hard. I was lucky to find an attorney that hooked me up and is representing me in San Diego. He was about the fifth attorney I talked to, and I'm exaggerating when I say the other four attorneys. It's an exaggeration to say it, but I'll say it this way: the other four attorneys pretty much hung up on me, because they didn't see it as me out there documenting a police encounter with another YouTuber. They saw it as me recording the cops and creating a problem for myself, which attorneys want to get paid. They're looking, and they have their own idea what's right and wrong too. But I'm kind of going off on a tangent here. My opinion to you would be, if you want to do case videos, I'm all for it, dude. All for it. Start a YouTube channel if you want to, or a Facebook channel if you want to start there, and do it. But do it legitimately. I mean, look at I did a case walk video in Newport Beach, and I actually had a fishing pole in there. Now the fishing pole did have a dog toy donut on the end. Not legitimate fishing gear, but it became a moot point because they didn't actually search my bag or anything like that. He copped the feel, but he could tell there wasn't a gun in there. But still, and I bought at the dollar store, I bought some small luggage locks. They're little minor padlocks. They're really not good for security, but what it does, if you padlock it, it's just one more deterrent for them to try to illegally search you. And if they break the lock or break your zippers to look in your bag, that's just a stronger case for you, in my opinion.
Yeah, I got a little while back, I got a little, I don't know what you want to call it, pouch, all right? And it's got a zipper on it and a lock, and it's got three number code on it. And I put a credit card in there. Well, actually, it's not even a credit card. It's like a rewards card, same size as a driver's license. And I put that in there. And when I go out, even when I'm just, doing backup, because, sometimes they come after the backups, I keep that in my pocket. So if they do come to get it, they have to break it open to get it. And then it's just got the card in it. There's no driver's license. And it's got a message on the back that says F you.
I like that.
I've also got a wallet with the same thing. It's got a couple of bucks in it. So if I want to stop at someplace, they're following me around, and I want to stop and get something to eat and hang around for an hour or two, while they're wasting their time. Same thing. It's got a little bit of money in it, and it's got a note that says F you on it.
I like some of the California auditors, like Furry and I think SGV. I think Furry might have done it, but she made a crayon card that said press pass on it in crayon. And then they say, when you say, well, I'm media. I'm like, really? Let me see your press pass. They just show that. And it's just a crayon. It's a little index cards with crayon says press pass. Like, see, here's my press pass.
Yeah.
But Callie, hey man, if you want to grow a channel and do case walk videos, dude, I support you, man. I'll mirror videos you do. I'll try to help get your channel built. Anything I can do to help you. Just just do it smart. just remember, in the end of the day, if your rights get violated, and it's something that I'm going to try to practice what I preach more in the future, is you're going to want a jury in a civil case to like you and not like the cops. And if the cops violate your rights and they love you, then you've won the game. And when it comes to civil suits, that's what it is. It's a game.
Yeah, prepare every audit and treat every audit like you're going to get arrested.
Like you're playing baseball.
Yeah. James says, yeah, like written by a 3-year-old. Laugh out loud. Yeah, those. James knows what I'm talking about. Those press pass cards. They're funny. Desert Eagle 50 caliber case of tackle box with custom fitted foam inserts. The first case walk I actually went on where I didn't get any response, of course, because it looks like a lunchbox. I would walk around with a Smith & Wesson. My Smith & Wesson handgun, semi-automatic, came with a blue case. And I used to walk around with that for a while, but nobody paid any attention to that. But boy, you stick it in a rifle, you stick a tripod in a rifle case, and everybody ends up calling the police on you.
Yeah, I haven't done that here yet, but I was thinking about it. For the most part, most places here now are pretty good about the open carry of rifles, long guns here. But we still get a few that gives problems. But I wanted to try that sometime is take a gun case out. But there's a gun case that I want to get. It's got a lock on it. It's got a combination lock on it. And it's actually square. It's made for like 2 short long guns. All right. And I was thinking about getting that and trying it and see what happens because, just out of curiosity. You just never know how people are going to react to things.
On a side note, I got the shot ready. Somebody wants to throw a donation out there, I'll shoot it because I don't know if my speech is slurring yet, but I'm definitely feeling it. What was I going to tell? Oh, I was going to also say on the whole topic of open carry and stuff. I've been dying for years for a resolution in a California case that's also waiting on a Hawaii case that the Court of Appeals just finalized, but whether or not it goes to the Supreme Court, we don't know yet. But the Nichols v. Brown is an open carry case out of California. It is a pure open carry lawsuit brought by Charles Nichols. And it was heard in the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, but the Hawaii case took precedence over it. So they haven't published an opinion on it. They were waiting for the Hawaii case to finish because it's the same circuit, and then they were going to base their ruling on the Hawaii case. Well, the Hawaii case found in favor of the man that was denied permits to carry, whether openly or concealed. But now the Ninth Circuit in the Nichols v. Brown case is still on hold on the opinion, seeing if it's going to be taken to the next level or not. But when I guarantee you, as soon as the Nichols v. Brown opinion comes out, and if the Ninth Circuit codifies and clarifies that the open carry is a right guaranteed by the Constitution, can you guess what videos are going to be next on my channel?
You're going to be like Texas was a couple of years ago.
Exactly. And even the Orange County Sheriff's Department know it's coming. If it turns out the way everybody's expecting it to turn out, the only problem is with California is California. I don't know. Texas may have the same thing, but to a lesser extent. California also, when it comes to guns, in the numerous legislation regarding firearms and carrying, we have gun-free school zones. Gun-free school zones, you can't carry within 1,000 yards or 100 yards or 1,000 yards, something like that, of But the thing is there's a school on every block in California. So even if they say open carry is a right, you still have to be mindful of what street you're walking down, because you could end up violating a gun-free zone act here in California because you just, went down the wrong street, and next thing you know,
It'd be
you're
great, like an app for that.
yeah, that's a future probably $1 million app idea is knowing. But if you go on Google and you
Knowing the
type in
radius.
you look at California and just type in schools, they're all over the map. It's like there's some type of school in every, down every block, whether it's religious or public or doesn't matter. There is literally a school on every block in California, no matter where you go, unless you go out in the country, out in some rural area, of course. But when you're talking coastline and populated areas, densely populated areas, yeah, there's schools everywhere. And
Yeah, I was when the gun-free school zone stuff came up here in Texas. We lived not too far from here, but right across the street from a school. I mean, I could, 25 yards max. All right.
yeah.
From my front door to their fence. And I was always wondering, what are they getting? What are they telling me? I can't have a gun in my own house?
Jeez.
Of course, nothing ever came about it. The cops weren't big assholes about guns back then. I mean, that was pretty close to the time where we still drove around with gun racks in our trucks and the guns hanging up in the back rack, and nobody would break in and steal them. But now it's a little bit different. We don't carry guns in our gun racks anymore because people will steal them.
Oh, by the way, Missy, I know you didn't clarify, but I'm going to take this half shot for your second donation, even though you didn't tell me I had to take one. I'm going to take this half shot. And believe me, I'm already feeling it very much so.
Well, I've been waiting for you to start slurring and you're not doing it yet.
Oh, but I'm feeling it. I am feeling numb. Now, okay, I know I have Orange County Sheriff's Departments that deputies that occasionally watch my videos, so I don't know if I'll keep this up after I get done with the live stream, but I may not. Doesn't matter. Well, statute of limitations is gone everywhere. Anyways, see, I said everywhere instead of anyways. There goes my speech. When my other half and I first started going out, and this is well past the statute of limitations, so I can say it. We had gone to El Torito, which is in the harbor of Dana Point, and had dinner. It's a Mexican place, and I had a couple of margaritas. All right, I wasn't thinking that I eventually had to take her back to her car, which was probably about 6 miles away. Just my luck, the road going back to her car, they set up a DUI checkpoint. I wasn't smashed down drunk, but I was definitely over the legal limit. I could feel it. And by the time I realized what I was heading into, I couldn't make any legal turnoffs. So I had to go through the checkpoint. I have never sobered up so fast in my life. And I got through it. No problem. They didn't even suspect that I was drinking or anything like that. So it's funny how you say your speech isn't slurring. I think my speech is like the last to go. I could be fall down drunk and probably still be able to talk straight.
Well, luckily, we don't have DUI checkpoints or driver's license checkpoints. They're against state law here.
Lucky you.
Yeah. Well, there was once when we lived in this was right after we got married, 30 years ago or so. they had the highway shut down and stopping everybody for something. And I think they were looking for some high profile criminal or something. But the exit where they had done it was my turnoff. So I just went around the traffic and got on the access road and went back and went down to my house. Well, they followed me down there. And luckily it took them, a few seconds to get in their car and come after me. So by the time they got down there, I'd already closed the gate, locked it, and I was walking into the house. And they gave me the threatening stuff, and I just laughed out and went inside, and they left. They didn't get stupid about it. But
yeah,
luckily we don't have those here. Of course, I don't get to go out and film them because we don't have them, but
yeah, Missy, if you want to know what they do at the checkpoints, if you actually go to my channel and then on the top, click videos and then do a search on my channel, there'll be a bar that says search. Just type in DUI checkpoint. You'll see quite a few checkpoint videos come up where I actually go film them. To sum it up and try to make it as short and sweet as I can, they put up cones, they funnel cars into like one lane, and you go up to the first officer, and he tells you that you've entered a DUI and driver's license checkpoint, and ask you if you've been drinking or not, or they just hand you a pamphlet, an information pamphlet of why they're doing it, and if they think that if you're stupid enough to say, yeah, I had one drink with dinner, they usually make you pull over to a secondary area where they investigate you for DUI, maybe run sobriety tests. They usually have, in California, they have to follow some mathematics. They can't just randomly pull people over. They have to do maybe 3 cars in, 5 cars out, and they have to stick with a formula. So it can't just be, oh, I see a Mustang coming. That's a fast car. We're going to pull him over. No, they have to stick to a formula to make it, supposedly constitutional. But it's all debatable. The courts say it's constitutional, but a lot of people think the courts are bullshit for saying that. Pardon my French, but yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. You can search my channel for DUI checkpoints. I got quite a few of them up on my channel. They're older.
Or Johnny 50.
Or Johnny. I think Johnny just did one just tonight, just last night or the day before. I think I saw it on my feed. Hey, Zombie.
Or the one where he paid with pennies for his $197 jaywalking ticket.
Oh, I remember that one. APMP Zombie Enforcement Team says
that was the same night
Hey, Zombie.
He was at the DUI checkpoint.
Zombie, yeah, if you want to join in. Oh wait, that's the PayPal. Oh crap, I'm gonna have to scroll to the very top. Where's my invite link? That's the PayPal. I don't know. Crap. Oh wait, so I can access it here, right? Where did right there? Got it. All right, Zombie. Here is the link. It is a public panel, I guess you can call it. I'm new to panels, but there you go. If you jump in, go to that link and jump in. We'll get you in here if you want to say hi and talk. And if anybody wants to make a donation, I'll take another shot. Oh, look at now that's fast. Hey, Zombie, how's it going?
Hey, I was already set up. I just stepped out of a panel and saw you were on, and I go, oh shit! Hey, how's it going, you guys?
Going good. Also having a drinking game, so donations.
Damn! I just finished up my kefir.
No worries.
And so what's new, exciting?
Not much. We're just rambling, just talking. I'm trying out StreamYard here. I upgraded my account to do some things with it and just playing around and trying it out.
So when are you going out with the Queen again?
The furry potato? Not quite sure. Not quite sure.
And that I'm waiting for the rebooking of the fishing trip.
Definitely. At first, the owner of the boat at first was
Hashtag free Groot.
yeah. The owner of the boat was was applicable to rescheduling and doing it sometime in the future. I had commented to him about maybe sometime in September or October, when halibut season's really kicking in. But the more we got into it, and the more negative reviews that you were trying to clean up for him, I think he's pretty much. My opinion is, I haven't talked to him lately, but I think he'd just rather wash his hands of the whole situation and just fall to the wayside.
And I mean, it's kind of hard to clean up Google reviews once they're posted.
You can edit it. We've had people that did edit their reviews and change it to 5 stars and make some nice comments.
Missy sent you $3 this time.
I know, Missy. She bought a super sticker, so now she in our on the YouTube side of the chat, maybe not StreamYards, but on the YouTube side, she has a special sticker now next to her name instead of her avatar. She gets a special sticker. So I'll take a shot for that. It'll not be quite a full shot.
Hang on, and I'll join you.
Yeah, PMP will join. It's 3/4 full. 3/4.
And I just wish you'd can come up to Seattle.
Oh, I bet you things are kicking off in Seattle right now.
And they've been having their issues, but not like Portland, that's for sure.
My wife is laughing at me.
She's
Why she waiting for you to get so drunk you fall flat on your face?
That's gonna happen.
I don't. It's really hard to get me that drunk.
That was the last shot. Well, I just took a new one for you there, Missy, because you already that's your third donation, Missy, and I had only taken a couple shots, so that one's for the super sticker you just bought, and I think my speech is starting to go.
What are you drinking?
It's cheap stuff. It's New Amsterdam green apple vodka.
Oh, that sounds like it could be kind of good. I'm not a big vodka person, but the green apple sounds good. I like the green apple Crown Royal.
Yeah, it's the only hard liquor I have in the house, so I figure what
because you finish everything else.
No, I really don't drink that much. So I mean, like I told people, I mean, you can see how much this bottle has left, and this is like a 4-year-old bottle. I mean, I'm not much of a drinker, but I'm getting pretty sloshed right now. I'll admit that. I am not feeling any pain.
So do you have any plans to want to come up to Seattle?
Me personally, it's hard to get me out of my own town, let alone Seattle.
And at out of kidnap Furry, kidnap SGV, Ice Cold, and Downey, and all them, and that make a road trip.
I'd love to. Personally, I would love to go on a road trip. Unfortunately, with my job schedule, I can't. And what vacation time I have is saved because our Texas trip got postponed. My other half has family in Texas that we're going to be taking. We're going to be driving to Texas. We're going to rent an RV for the family and go up and visit her family.
What part of Texas?
I don't recall off the top of my head. I don't, but it's like the middle of the state somewhere. It's deep inside Texas. Like I think it's like almost right dab in the middle.
Austin, Waco.
I honestly, PMP, I don't know, but all I know is she knows I want to go with her, and I want to do this because I want to go do open carry videos out there in Texas. So,
hey, wait, we got to clarify something.
Okay.
I thought none of us had jobs.
Dude, I don't know about you, but I have a job.
Well, according to the commentary, none of us have jobs.
I know.
Are you an essential junkyard?
I am an essential employee.
I thought everybody should be essential, and all jobs are essential, in my opinion.
Yeah. My job. I mean, there are some trolls out there that know where I work. but I work in retail, and it's also a pharmacy, so that's not hard to calculate where I work. But
It's either, my guess is it's either Walmart or Walgreens.
No, but stop guessing, because I'm not going to say yes either. So. but I will definitely say no to those.
How come pet grooming is essential, but hair grooming is not for humans?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. No doubt. What do you think? Do I need a haircut?
I know I need one.
You know what?
And I only go to the barber beauty schools and let the students cut it. I won't pay over $10 for a haircut. I don't think a guy should pay more than $10.
Mr. Stark's in the house. Hey, Charles, how's it going, man? Incorporation Doctor in '88. That's Charles Stark. He's had his own issues with the police in Texas.
There was an auditor that was attacked the other night by the cops, and the cops put their knee on his neck.
Oh my gosh!
Oh yeah, it was with he was with Bronson and Accountability for All, and the cop got butthurt. Didn't like him cussing and stuff like that. Cop tackled him, and 3 other cops backed him up, and he had his knee, a black cop on a white guy's neck.
Where's the outrage in that, man?
And that we need to get that video out pretty soon, and that I think, because it's wrong. No matter what the skin color is, it's wrong.
All they got to do is email me permission to mirror it, and I'll put it on blast on my channel. But I'm not gonna show a whole video without permission. I may show clips, but I'm not gonna show a whole video without permission. So.
Yeah, and I know Accountability for All's got it on his, and I don't think Bronson's got his up yet.
I didn't watch it, but I wonder if it's the one. I saw a thumbnail earlier today when I was working on some of my rehash videos I was doing, where the caption was on the thumbnail, "Punched by a cop" or something like that. I wonder if it was that one. I don't know.
He did get the auditor did get punched by the cops.
That might be it.
That's it. The black guy, the black cop.
Black cop, and four other cops there too. Not one of them would stop get the guy off his neck. And they called for a supervisor, they also called for I guess for medics, and because the auditor was bleeding, and that the cops just loaded him up in a cop car and took off.
Jeez.
And I don't remember the auditor's name. I think he's kind of new. I don't think he's got a real channel name yet. I don't think. If it does, I think his name is like Mike or Mark or something like that.
Wow. Not to change the topic, but I'm going to change the topic because
go ahead.
I just noticed. I did it. We were talking about my tripod case walks earlier, and I did a walk. I did a walk in Yorba Linda, California, and I posted a snippet. I grabbed part of my live stream and I labeled it "Deputy wants consent, but I will not allow a search" or something to that effect. I don't know if it's the thumbnail or the title, but YouTube is loving that video. It's only been up since the 9th, and it's got 150,000 views already. YouTube's been pushing the heck out of that video.
Is it monetized for you?
Oh yeah. No, it's bringing in a little bit of change for me. That's for sure.
That's good.
But I'm just shocked that it's because the live stream itself didn't get. I don't think that even has 30,000 views on it, but the clip is freaking almost 150,000 viees.
It's because it's shorter and people will watch the whole thing, and the analytics shows up better for it, so they promote it.
Oh, it's only a 5 minute 35-second video.
Hey, Junkyard, how long ago was it that you had that walk? The first, I think it was your first uh,
Talk,
tripod walk in what was it? Where the chief of police even came out and was a real dick.
trying to think. Oh, that was Carlsbad.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Carlsbad. How
yeah.
long ago was that?
That was. Hold on, I can tell you. I got my videos up here. I just got to
It's
search for
like almost a
Carl.
year now, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. Let me see. 2009. It was in July or August of 2019.
And I think that was the first time I subscribed to you.
Well, much
And
much
it,
appreciated, man. But yeah, it's
and that was a live stream too, wasn't it?
yeah,
Were you
that was
live at that?
yeah, I was live at that time.
Yeah,
Um
I thought so. I
and I
couldn't
grabbed
remember.
I grabbed some snippets off that one, but that still didn't get the type of views that this other one's getting, man. I'm surprised. YouTube's like just loving that video.
My the best video on my channel is not a video that I even did. I shared a video from somebody else that was here in Seattle, and you remember the hearing about the Chaz Chop Zone in Seattle,
Yeah.
and a YouTuber that goes by the name the Yankee Marshal was in the zone, was doing a live stream telling people um, about his visits there in the past and how things had changed. And someone saw a button on his hat that they thought was a cop badge or button and that kind of stuff, but it was a animal rescue adoption badge. And the guy didn't believe it, so the guy comes over and slaps Yankee Marshall's camera phone out of his hands.
Whew.
And I'll tell you, and that Yankee Marshall being a Second Amendment channel, and he was actually carrying. Things could have turned bad, and but Yankee Marshall took a lot of was very very well mannered, and that he talked to him, and that the guy that did it was a big coward and took off running, and that kind of stuff. But that video, and it has gotten me 2,000 some odd views, and I think it's like over a month time.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I've got a video that's I put out in October of 2018, and it's the Waterville cop goes nuts after innocent man set free,
Yeah.
and it's got like it had over 1 million views, and then all of a sudden now it's getting 2, 3, 4, 500 an hour the last few days.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says 2,000 views 1 month.
My highest viewed right now is my compilation I put out. They try so hard to ID, but I don't answer questions. Unfortunately, it did not get monetized because way back when I uploaded it, somebody was a police lover that reviewed it and wouldn't allow monetization, even though it didn't violate any of their community guidelines. So they refused to monetize it, but it's got about 1.3 million views, and that was on 2016. But
Yeah, I did a video trying to prove that YouTube was messing with channels like ours.
yeah.
So I put a video up, and all it was my fish swimming in the aquarium, and they demonetized it.
Now they supposedly have changed the algorithm here to, because you're supposed to self-rate your videos when you upload it now. If
Yeah.
And if their system agrees with your answers the majority of the time, then it doesn't flag your videos as much. But even if I have a video that doesn't violate any of their guidelines and it should be monetized, and they still review it, sometimes they still say no, we're not going to monetize it. And in my opinion, that's just somebody that just maybe has somebody that's a relative that's a cop or something, because
Yeah.
I will take the same video and rehash it a little bit and upload it, and that one will get monetized.
I've done the same thing. Yeah.
Even though it's the same video.
Yeah.
It's just slightly different in the way I edit it. But it still has the same content and it'll get monetized. And I've said it before, it's YouTube really, they have to make sure their reviewers don't let personal opinions and bias get in the way of their job.
They don't care.
You don't think it's
They
an
do not
algorithm
care.
type way?
I did a video a while back, a couple of weeks ago, I guess, and I took it as an experiment. Plus, I wanted to get the video out, and it's in a jail, and the cop kicks the guy in the head. All right, I cut the part out where he actually kicked the guy in the head. Now the news channels actually had YouTube ads on it, so it was monetized on theirs. All right, and I checked 5. I think it was 4 or 5 different mainstream channels, all right, news channels, and they were all monetized. I put the same video up, but edited out the part where he actually was kicked in the head.
Yeah,
and demonetized it.
Yeah, I did the same thing. Though I posted a video of that guy that got kneed in the head, and I blurred it out. I blurred out him getting kneed in the head. Guess what happened? They didn't monetize it. And then on top of that, the original video was uploaded by Viral Hog, which is a huge YouTube account, and they they didn't give me a strike, but they tried to steal the monetization.
Yeah.
And I've tried to fight it, saying, dude, this is just because they uploaded it doesn't mean that they own this footage. This footage it was grabbed off a different source. It's a news story, and of course they leave it up to Viral Hog to approve or deny what you say. And he said no, they're still going to go ahead with it. And although I could appeal it, and then they have to try to sue me in court to get to get their monetization back.
Yeah.
It's not worth it to me, because what I did is I just freaking, it wasn't YouTube wasn't allowed the monetization anyway, so I just said forget it, because when it finally got reviewed, it said it's not eligible for monetization. So I'm like, well, there's no use fighting it then.
Yeah, I've had the same kind of thing happen, but it was early on when I, couple 2-3 years ago, and it was actual cam, body cam video from the police department.
Yeah. And
another channel had uploaded it, and then tried to strike me against it, and I fought it. I said, "Look, this is open record stuff. They don't own it," and they came back and said no. And I said, "Look, let's fight it then," and they backed off after that. But,
yeah, because they have to actually, if you go through the appeals process, they actually have to show YouTube that they filed a claim against you, and if they don't show that proof, then after a certain amount of time, they just find in your favor, because who's going to really file a case against you for pennies on the dollar? I mean, come on.
And I probably would have done like you. If they would denied monetization, I probably would have just said, to hell with it, it's not worth it. But this one was monetized, and I knew it was BS. There's no way they could win, so I just went ahead just to see what would happen.
I had a channel do that. It wasn't a big channel. When oh my gosh, I'm a little too tipsy to remember the YouTuber's name right now. But the Colorado Springs lawsuit that the YouTuber got stuck in a police car, sued and won in Colorado Springs, and the Colorado Springs Police Department had to create and pay for an information video for their officers. I put in a public records request for that video. I got that video and I posted that video. I put in the work for it, and it had my trademark logo on the video. Other channels downloaded and reposted that video, and I did put in a strike for them only because it had my trademark on there. If they put in the records request and they get a copy themselves, I have no problem with it. But to download my video off YouTube and take a shortcut, I don't agree with that.
And unless they were going to make it a news story and do some editorial on your video and say, hey, this, and this, and this, okay, that falls under fair use then. Yeah. But if they're just going to steal and repost it, no.
Yeah,
fuck
download the whole thing and then repost the whole thing. And it's got my, and if you look at most of my videos, I'll shrink the videos so you can see the background of the police in the background. So people that just snag the video and download it off YouTube and then repost it, they're usually, it usually shows my background behind the video. And so I'll know if they got it from me or if they put in the work themselves. And if they put in the work themselves, go for it. I'm all in favor of it. But if you download it, now you're repurposing my video, mirroring my video without permission with my trademark, with my logo on it, I have an issue with that. I have a big issue with that. Because in court, it's well documented. If you don't fight to keep your trademark on videos, you lose the right to your trademarks on your videos. I mean, you do have to draw a line somewhere, or else you have no standing down the line.
Right.
Because all they have to say in court is show proof. Look at all these videos you did, and did these other people ask permission? No. But you allowed them to do it? Well, yeah. Okay. Well, why not this channel? Well, I just had a hair up my butt on that day. Nope, that's not good enough. We find in the favor of the defendant. I mean, you have to protect your trademark in your videos, or else you lose that copyright.
Yeah.
Boy, we have somebody really famous down in the chat, Ghost Rider from Colorado.
Ghost Rider's in the house.
Yep, I just took a little peek to see who I recognized, and there was only a couple: QLD and Ghost Rider.
Said, by the way, that story on that rock at the junkyard news. If you're talking about the Colorado thing, that's cool.
And I wonder if Ghost Rider knows who that person was. He's probably got the knowledge of that situation without you even having to bring it up.
Rings. I don't even know if I'll find it on my.
Might I just say, ole, 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 happy fuck the cops day. Ghost.
News Now Colorado. That's who it was. I can tell you right now.
News Now Colorado.
Yeah.
And I haven't.
I'm not sure if I know who that one is right off.
Well, like one of his first videos.
Yeah. After he got that check, I don't think he made any more videos.
Yeah, he's made some more.
Has he?
Yeah.
Because I'm subscribed to him, but I never see him come up on my feeds. I don't have notifications set to him, though, I don't think. Because I subscribed to him well before notifications was mandatory now. So that's probably why. But I'll have to look up.
PMP, are you in Texas or someplace like that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
I couldn't remember. If
get down here, let me know. Let me know when you find out where you're going to be. If you're close enough, we'll get together.
And I don't know if I'm ever going to come to Texas. Unfortunately, I would like to.
I have to say I'm officially drunk.
Get up and move around. Get the blood circulating.
I can feel
you'll do a nosedive, eh?
I'm officially drunk. I'm having a hard time reading the chat. It's all blurry.
Burry? What's a burry?
Yeah, there was my speech. What were we talking about? All right, I'm officially close.
You seem okay though.
Yeah. When you figure out, when you remember where you're coming to Texas, if it's close enough, if you're interested, we'll get together.
Definitely, man.
And And because I know I see you sometimes with who is it? Is it either Houston or Sheepdog videos?
Yeah, News Now Houston, Sheepdog, STX Prez.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And I usually see a lot of like if there's
Mother of
I
Dragons.
would love to come to Texas, but
I love that name, Mother of
I-
Dragons. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I'm looking at the chat
that's
here.
okay.
And a few months back, my girl and I binge watched that show. See, I can't even think of the stupid name right now. Daenerys Stormborn. What show was that? Oh crap! I can't even think. All right, Mother of Dragons, you got to tell me what HBO show was that? I can't think of the name right now. Shoot. Game of Thrones. That's it. Incorporation Doctor and old Charles Stark. Got it. Yeah, Game of Thrones. We binged watched that a few months back. Man, I enjoyed that show. It was like a porno in a lot of it, but yeah, I enjoyed watching that whole series. I was bummed when it ended. I would have liked to see more episodes of that show.
Did you see the comment in your Streamlabs from looks like QLD Copwatch?
QLD. Let me scroll up. Wait.
What is it?
Tried what? What did he try? What did QLD try?
It says, "Hi, mate. I just wanted to clear up a few things regarding the situation last night with Mark Stevens. I don't know what it's about."
QLD, you want to jump in on the panel? You can talk about it. What link do I have saved to the clipboard? Was that my? That might have been my video link. Don't hit that. No, don't hit that YouTube link. That was to the video. Invite. Copy the clipboard. Paste.
I think the last one he did was to get me up here, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, no, I had copied a link to a video I was talking about earlier. But there, that StreamYard link, that's the link to get on the panel if you want to jump in here. Since I upgraded, I think I can have like 10 people in here.
On the StreamYard page that I'm looking at with us on it, it says QLD Copwatch. So I tried. I guess he said I tried to get in. I don't know what exactly.
And you just now tried QLD after he sent the link in?
And the first message that I read was from 3:07 a.m. my time, I believe. There's 3:20 here now.
It's 1:20 here on the West Coast.
Design likes my padded room. That's my safety because I'm kind of getting drunk here. So that's so if I fall into the wall, I don't get hurt. And if you want to, even though I'm already intoxicated, if you want to see me fall down drunk, all you got to do is donate to the PayPal, and I'll take another shot. Here, I'll get it ready. There, I got it ready. So if somebody makes a donation, I'll take another shot.
Does it have to be a certain amount donation or just any donation?
Any donation, like $1 or more, doesn't matter. PMP said I should have made it $5 a shot, and I'm thinking he's right. But no, I was taking $1; it'd be fine because I'm not really hard up for money or anything like that. But I got to make it worth it, you know. I don't remember last time I actually got intoxicated like this, but I'm pretty smashed. Right? Oh, I am. I admit it. I'm pretty numb. I'm feeling it.
How many shots have you had?
Are you saying it's saying you're backstage? Hey, Callie Bacon, I gotta make room. I'm gonna let you go. Is that okay, man?
You should be able to have 10 people in here.
I think I should be able to, but I don't know why it's saying he's backstage. So I don't.
But because he's waiting for you to bring him up.
Yeah.
Oh, there.
That's okay.
Oh, there's Charles wants to get in here. I see Charles backstage. So let me see if. Okay, I got Charles in here. Hey, Stark.
Wow.
Good to see you.
Hey, what's up,
try
man?
again. I should be able to get in here. I should be able to get 10 people in here. So I didn't see how I'm drunk, man. I didn't see how the page scrolled down. Okay.
Am I there now?
Yeah. Page
You're up here in the panel.
Oh, hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, man?
Nothing, man. Junkyard. I'll get $1 million, dude. Trust me.
But if the other guy wants to come on in, I'm watching now. I got it scrolled down. I'll actually.
Nobody else in the backstage.
No.
I tried a little while ago and it took me some video.
Yeah, Charles was the only one that was backstage. I just happened to notice that it said scroll down. So I'm like, oh, okay, I got to scroll down. And
I'm enjoying you a cool, refreshing beverage.
Hey, I got a shot waiting here. I'm already intoxicated. I want to get fall down drunk.
Is that a Dallas Cowboys cup?
Wait a minute.
Yes, it is.
But of course. Wait.
All right, here you go.
And it should be the Seattle Seahawks.
Yes, Mother Dragons. CCW lost his.
I was at that Seahawks Cowboys playoff game. I remember who won.
He still works for some construction company, I guess, but we're going to give him that. We're not going to mess with that. We don't want him to be.
Hey, Junkyard, you coming to Texas?
Eventually, I'm supposed to be coming to Texas. Yes.
Hit me up if you're close to DFW.
As soon as I know where I'm going to end up, I'll be letting everybody know because you'll be seeing live streams of me open carrying.
Awesome. Yeah. Wow. Awesomeness. That's cool, man.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
definitely.
Looking forward to it.
What are you drinking?
Apple tasting New Amsterdam vodka. The only hard liquor I had, and I'm smashed.
Well, he's drinking
Scrumptious.
Amsterdam vodka, Anthony.
Amsterdam liquor.
I think it only took like 5 of these to get me drunk.
Wow, they drink liquor in Amsterdam. I thought they smoke hash in Amsterdam.
I don't know. It's called New Amsterdam.
Oh, it's called New. Okay, got you.
No. Now part of it's green, so it's not going to show up on my green screen. But that's the bottle here. Let me see if I can angle it. You see it says New Amsterdam.
Oh yeah, I see that. Cool. Hey, what's up with that room? That's pretty cool. Is that a soundproof wall? Those soundproof walls, or are they?
That's just my green screen. It's my pattern.
It's fake.
It's fake, just so when I get drunk, I don't fall in.
That's awesome.
I'm already drunk, so.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
Give you a false sense of security.
As Mother Dragons has pointed out, he's drunk and in a padded room.
I saw that. That's awesome. Yeah. So I'm actually in a padded room. That's why it looked real. I was like, wow, sounds familiar. I'm just kidding.
I cannot remember the last time I've been this intoxicated. So.
That's right. That's cool.
So I thought, I really wasn't tired. So I figured, what the hell? I've never actually, had a panel and had some drinks on the air. What the hell? Let's have some fun.
It's like 1:30 out there, dude. It's early. But you go to bed early, though, Junkyard.
No, usually I stay up till about 2 or 3 in the morning because I usually work nights.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I usually don't get home till close to midnight, 11:30 midnight at my job anyway. So,
I don't usually go to bed till about 3:30 or 4.
And that's you. And you're in Seattle.
I'm in Seattle, the United Socialist Republic of.
Yeah, right.
Which I don't know which is worse, living in California or the Socialist Republic of Seattle. We're screwed either way, aren't we, Junkyard?
I think so.
Hey, try living in Denton County, Texas, please. It's crazy out this way.
Let me see. I'm gonna bring up my PayPal link here.
What's that?
Copy. I think you can do it through Super Chats too, but if somebody doesn't do Super Chats, here's the PayPal link. I got a shot just sitting here, but I'm not going to drink it unless somebody donates $1. I'm already smashed.
I already asked you said you don't accept the most pesos, so maybe you're in California. I'm from El Paso.
Back away from the monitor.
Whoa, away from the monitor.
No, you got really close for a second. I was like,
what do you mean?
Like a dentist checking out your dental work there for a minute.
Whoa. There you are. Cool.
I won't send you $1, Junkyard, but I'll drink one with you when you're ready.
Oh. All right. I think I'm like. Oh my god.
Wow.
Would this be considered suicide by tequila? No, vodka, not tequila, but vodka.
Here,
Suicide
Junkyard.
by vodka. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, PMP. Here we go.
Oh, I should have some wine glass, but not.
Ow.
Oh.
Ouch. I need my chaser juice.
Chaser? It's apple flavored.
Ah. Oh, but it's still hard liquor. It's still vodka. It's still burns.
Oh, I got you. At least you won't have a hangover
I'm not
tomorrow.
and remember, I've said it like 500 times already. I'm not a drinker. So.
Oh, okay. Have lots of water and 2 aspirin before you crash. You'll be fine.
I don't know when you tuned in, but I told you this bottle right here.
Yeah.
I bought like about 4 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it still has stuff left. We started the night and it was like about this full.
Wow.
So
yeah, as a 26-year restaurant veteran, that's a lunch break for us.
Hey, Callie, get in yourself, man. We're getting a bunch of background noise from your TV. Our junkyard, you commuting.
Hey, Callie, thanks for joining, man. We're gonna take off on you, man.
You guys all sleep with the TV on.
No, there we go. We'll just say good night. We'll just say good night to him. We'll add him back. Did you hear me, Callie? We're gonna wrap it up with you, man. Thanks for jumping on the live stream panel, dude. You have a nice night. And let me know. junkyardnews@gmail.com if you decide that you want to do case videos.
Okay.
And you need help with your channel. Let me know, man. All right. You have a good night.
Wow.
All right.
Cool. I just got to do homework, man. I feel like a 2-year-old, not a 50-year-old.
Hey, Junkyard.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you have a lot of mods on your channel?
On my YouTube, I have like 4, I think.
And that because I was just wondering because the times that I've seen you live and that I didn't notice any mods in there.
Well, if I happen to be live streaming with Furry Potatoes live streaming, all the mods are usually over at Furry's live stream already.
But there should always be a mod in to watch for trolls.
I know, but I really like trolls.
They're fun, actually.
Yeah,
I like trolls too. I like to play Rocket Troll.
I know.
Yeah, I had a couple of guys drop the N-word on me the other day, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That was fun.
No, it's I actually like trolls. I let them comment. I let them trash me. I let them say whatever they want, pretty much, as long as they're not doxing people's address and stuff like that. They add to the analytics and stuff like that. There's a point where they go too far, and then it makes the subscribers not want to contribute because they don't want to get asked by a troll. That's one thing. But as long as the trolls behave themselves and don't start attacking commenters too much, I usually let them be. It's like, go ahead. You want to add to my comments and add to my analytics? Go ahead, be my guest. All you're doing is helping me. Have fun.
I have 880 subscribers, and I can't seem to get that extra hump over to the 1,000. Every time I think I get close, then YouTube steals about 15 to 20 of them at a time.
What channel is it? Zombie?
I'm Zombie Enforcement Bureau.
Okay.
Just type zombie and then ENF, and it should be the first thing that pops up.
EMF?
And so it should say Zombie Enforcement Bureau.
Yeah. I think I'm already subscribed. Okay, yeah, if not, I'll put that out there as well.
Cool.
James Barnes is my biggest troll of all. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He's not a troll. He's actually a patriot. I love the guy. Dude, he comments. He watches every video. He comments in every video. He's on every live stream, it seems. Every post on my community post, he's posting pretty much. I love the guy. James, dude, I love you, man. I just had to say that.
Just about everybody that runs around you, Junkyard, I'm a mod for. I'm a mod on SGV. I'm a mod on Ice Cold Audits. I'm a mod on AV
How come I don't
Watchmen.
see it?
You don't see my channel?
No.
Uh-oh.
Zombie Enforcement.
It's probably helpful if I could spell.
ENF. Space. You space in between. Zombie space and ENF.
Heard.
It should be the first. That should bring up. You shouldn't have to type any more than that. Should be the first thing that pops up.
I'm gonna get so drunk.
Here we are. I got you.
And at Star
Zombie
Badge is my.
Enforcement Bureau.
Yep, with the Star Badge and Zombie Cops in the thing.
Yeah, I got it. How come I thought it was already... Okay, there we are. All right. Now, here I come. The plow.
And I should be able to find yours later on when I get off of the panel.
Sure thing.
I can't do it off my phone.
No worries. 880. I'll put that on my channel as well. 880.
Right.
Okay, so get you that 1,000.
You guys for just a second. All right, this goes out specifically to Mother Dragon. Sorry, guys, I just got to mute you for a second. Mother Dragons, you sent me $5. I need you to type in the comment how many shots you expect for that $5. Don't kill me, please. Don't kill me. But yes, you sent me $5. You tell me how many shots that I need to take for that $5. All right, I'm going to unmute everybody now. There you go. You're all unmuted. Sorry, I just had to clear that up. All right, so I'm just waiting for Mother Dragons to tell me how many shots I have to take for his $5 PayPal.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, I know.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hopefully he'll say 1 or 2, because if it's 1 or 2, I won't die. But if he takes,
if it's Mother of Dragons, wouldn't that be a female?
You would think.
But hey, I hate to assume anything.
I'll say this because I'm a little tipsy. Or actually, I'm a lot tipsy right now. But just the fact that if it is a female, hey.
Dragons could be.
I didn't mean that, baby.
She said mother. She said mother.
I'm so already. Oh my God! If my girl's watching my live stream right now, I'm so dead.
So dead.
So dead.
Testicles are overrated anyway. Come on.
I want to take one shot. She's being nice.
I'll say women have more balls than most guys.
Sure.
Come on.
Boom.
All right. We filled it. Oh my God! I'm already so drunk.
How many were you told you had to drink?
She only says 1. I'm gonna put it here. I'll highlight it. She said, "I'll be nice." 1. Like in worst case, I die by fire by dragons. So I guess I'm getting off. There you go. This one's for you.
Just don't light a cigarette anymore.
I got the 110 proof apple pie moonshine out now.
Wow, moonshine.
You want to send a pint this way?
Heck yes, moonshine. Hey, if you're in Texas, I'll come get it.
I thought when you get drunk, you're not supposed to burn as much.
And at what like a tablespoon would probably throw junkyard under the table.
Oh, I've had some of that. I've had the Walmart moonshine that they sell.
That's not moonshine.
Walmart.
That's not moonshine. That's alternative liquor.
Oh, okay. They label it as moonshine, and they put fruit in it to try to sweeten it up. Oh my God!
You said the word Walmart in front of the moonshine, so that it told you what was going on.
I have so right now.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
I got some strawberry brandy moonshine.
Yum.
What is it? What kind is it?
Strawberry brandy moonshine.
That sounds good.
It's moonshine made from strawberries.
Oh, that's awesome.
That sounds good.
I gotta lean into the fan for a second.
But made from strawberries,
Mm-hmm.
which they call brandy.
Wow.
Did you get it sourced from somebody you know, or did you buy it retail?
Well, since I don't make it anymore,
Yeah, for entertainment purposes only. Why would you do that? That's against the law.
Uh-oh. Now you're going to have the revenuers come knocking on your door.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but
That's
I
awesome.
could be lying my ass off too.
James, I agree
Wow.
with you.
That's awesome. I don't make it anymore because he'll make any less either. Wow.
Yep. And I could have made it the next 6 months not here.
I
Mother
just put in
Dragon
my.
wants some moonshine.
I just put mine from El Paso to bring this tequila. He brought it in the that goat stomach they use to transfer liquids, and it was a super clear, just fantastic. Yeah, 2 shots have been like junkyard, and I'm considered a drinker being a restaurant guy, but that was some good stuff coming from Mexico.
If I pass out,
Everclear is basically it's moonshine. And you can buy it from the store, and you can turn it into whiskey. You can do all kinds of things with it. You can filter it. You can turn it into whiskey by adding oak to it, certain kinds of oak and stuff. Let it age. You can do all kinds of stuff with it, and then it's perfectly legal.
What do you age it in?
I age it in stuff like this,
Right.
with whiskey
Do
barrel.
like tea.
With whiskey barrel wood in it.
Oh, okay.
am I allowed to tap out?
No.
Nope. You're hosting.
You can pass out. You can pass out, but you can't tap out. Come on.
I might pass
Well,
out.
if you pass out, the panel's still up, and that you just consider that extra watch time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're going to talk trash about you if you pass out.
Yeah. What was that here? What was that Rodney Dangerfield movie where he was he went back to school? He's like sitting around every 5 minutes till everybody passes out, and then that happens every 10 minutes sitting around.
I better sit up, or else I will pass out. I'm a lightweight. I admit it.
You ready for another one?
Only if
Yeah.
somebody pays. I'm done. Unless somebody actually pays, I'm done. I am so fucking drunk right now.
You're drunken fuck.
See,
That's
I'm
awesome.
swearing. I'm not supposed to be swearing on YouTube, but I'm swearing.
Sorry. I meant
You're not on YouTube. You're on StreamYards.
Yeah, but it's going to YouTube, so.
Who cares? Fuck them.
Wow.
Hey, now watch that language.
That's PHUQ. PHUQ was the name to say. PHUQ. Wow. All right, I gotta do some homework. Hey,
Thanks.
Junkyard.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't talk before I say your name, or you owe me a Coke.
Jesus. I gotta go do homework, guys. It's great
All right,
talking
you owe
to
me
you.
a Coke. You owe me a Coke.
Done. I'm in. I got 4 kids, man. They'll get you one for you. But hey, Junkyard, thanks for everything, brother. I got you, and I've got your zombie. I got you, and I'll put you out on my channel too. Get you some subs, okay?
Oh, cool, man.
Okay, and as far as
the
that moonshine, we can trade that for moonshine for steak.
I'll trade you Seattle water for a steak.
Okay, done. And just send us Russell Wilson. You guys can have Dak Prescott. We'll be square. Yeah. All right, see you guys. Hey, go Chiefs.
I'm drunk. I admit it.
And
I'm
that,
calm and I'm drunk.
well, at least you don't have far to go to sleep.
No, I don't. I just have to.
And you're not. But if you need assistance, just yell "Furry!"
Furry's probably asleep.
Yep, she is. she's probably went to sleep probably at least an hour and a half, 2 hours ago.
Probably.
Because she seems to get up at like 4 or 5 o'clock. I'll wake up at 10:30, 11 o'clock, and she's already had shit posted.
Hey, is QLD still in here? QLD, are you still in the chat, man?
I haven't seen a post from QLD in quite some time.
I don't know. He has to. I hope he forgives me because he didn't come up in the panel background or anything. So, and I'm like seeing like double vision right now.
But you got glasses on, so that's ×2.
I can take them off. There you go. Now I really
okay, now you got double vision.
Now I got like 5 times vision. Hey, you want to see something funny? See if you can see it. Ready? I got what you call a lazy eye, right? So I got blurry vision. But if I straighten my vision out, my eye goes weird. Can you see that?
And do you know how to put someone on full screen?
I think so. I think I could figure it out. My shot glass looks pretty empty. You know, I would be up for another shot if somebody donated $1 or so. I'm begging for shots here. Let's see.
I think at this point you better up it to $5.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm not greedy. Let's see here. Who wants why? You want to go?
Put me on full screen for a second.
Let's see if I could do that. Oh, whoops! I removed you.
That wasn't it.
Oh. Okay. Look at just a second here. Look at this eye right here.
Yeah.
And that you can see I got a little extra eyelid skin and a little discoloration down here and a skin tag. It gives me a lot of issues. And a lot of times that right eye doesn't.
Yeah, I'm blind,
but
you can't tell, so I won't show it to you.
Well, I don't.
You're blind in one eye and can't see all the other, right?
That's it. But you can't tell. You can't tell which eye I'm blind in. So
it looks like you got your both.
I think it's the one right there in the middle. You're definitely feeling feeling good, hey, in the junkyard.
Oh crap! I never took Mother Dragon's comment off. Now I have to find it to take it off the screen. There it is. There you go.
You don't have to take it off the screen.
They're talking. James is talking to Mother. James is flirting with Mother of Dragons. They're talking about Harry and the Henderson. I remember that show.
God, I forgot about that show.
Bigfoot.
That was supposed to be taking place here in Washington State, wasn't it?
I think so. Is that the main father? Wasn't he the same character as Third Rock from the Sun? I think it was the same. Yeah, sure. It was
I think
from Third Rock.
I think it might have been.
All right.
And what's his name? What's his name?
If you want to see me pass out on the air, all you got to do is make me take another shot. That's all you got to do.
And then I'm gonna have Furry look for this video stream and make a loop of this when you.
You best believe I'm going to probably be deleting it after the show's over, or at least setting it to private or unlisted or something. You better copy the HTTP while you can, because I don't know if I'm going to keep it up.
Yeah, there's probably not anything on here that you need to keep up.
We're just having fun.
It's kind of cool.
James says his lady is Annie Oakley. Oh, that's one hell of a woman. That was Annie Oakley.
Man, I wouldn't want to piss her off. No. Not as good of a shot she is.
My girl is such a fan of the old, old westerns that we've been actually watching the TV show that has the character of Annie Oakley in it. And it's funny how she never shoots people. She always shoots guns out of people's hands or their feet, or she shoots their gun belt that's hanging on a horse so it lands in a ring of fire and starts going off. It's like the show, she never shoots people. She only shoots the objects.
Junkyard Ghost Rider said that George Henderson was played by John Lithgow.
Yeah, I know that name. I think that's
that was from Third Rock, and he was also on Buckaroo Banzai.
Yeah. James.
He also played one of the bad guys in Dexter.
James wants everybody to know that he's a hairy SOB. So there, we'll highlight your comment. James is a hairy SOB. We don't really need to know that, though. Oh, man. You know, one thing I'm bummed about Streamlabs is it actually doesn't show how many. Whoa, excuse me. I'm starting to hiccup already. How many people are actually watching? I actually have to go to like my YouTube. I don't even think
It doesn't tell you.
No, I don't even show. It doesn't show it. Oh yeah, it does up on top. 28 people. Wow, there's actually 28 people up right now watching me get drunk. That's scary.
So you got somebody that likes the old westerns, huh? Hey,
Yeah, my other half, she loves. We've been spending the day. Like today, I had the day off. We spent the day
Is that
watching
a single action army?
John Wayne
yeah.
um what's that movie?
I can't quite.
Hold on, I gotta think about.
Is that a Ruger?
Yep.
I don't know which one it is, but
Trying to think of the name. Hold on a second.
and I'm
Eldorado.
not sure. Smith and Wesson.
No, that one's a Ruger too.
Oh, Ruger. What calibers?
These are both. They're all 45.
45. And I'm looking to go from a semi-automatic to a wheel gun there, and that revolver. For concealed carry for a big guy, what would you recommend? That's not too expensive. I want to stay 500 or less.
I don't recommend anything. This is what I shoot. I shoot this faster than you can shoot your automatics. I used to do faster.
I love my Smith & Wesson. I do love my semi-automatic.
You used to do.
I used to do fast draw competition.
So you're like Jerry Mikulik.
And I was taught by a 7-time world champ.
Hi, sunboard person. I'm glad you're still in here. You've been here since like the get-go.
You were trained by who? PMP?
A 7-time world champ, fast draw.
All right, don't make me waste this, people. I don't need it. I don't want it, but I am going to fill the shot glass with more vodka here.
How much more you got left in the bottle?
I only think I have 2 shots left. So there's one. I have filled the shot glass with one of 2 shots that are possibly left because there's not much left in here. Maybe another shot. And if somebody makes a donation and forces me to drink it, I'll drink it. Otherwise, late when I end this stream, I'm going to put it back in the freaking bottle because I don't need it.
Hey, yes, what's the name?
QLD. Hey, man, do you want to get on the panel?
Yes, this is a Uberte clone for Colt, not Army.
Cool.
This is one of the older ones when they made them with better metal than the newer ones.
QLD, if you want in, there's your link. You can jump on in here. I'll look for you.
Do you have any of the snake guns, PMP?
No.
But
these have all been tuned and timed and to shoot real fast. Except for this one. This has been tuned and timed, but not to shoot fast. This is the one for thumbing. This is the one. This is a different trigger, but this is one I use for there's a 3-target competition that we do. And then this one is for fanning. That's why the hammers are different.
I would like to get into a gun competition, but they want you to run and from point to point, and I'm disabled. I can't run.
Yeah. Well, I think some of them have some modified competition for that kind of stuff. You might look into it.
YouTube.
Yeah, because I want to get into that Western 3-gun shoot competition stuff.
Oh my gosh, I'm so freaking drunk.
Oh,
you weren't supposed to hear that. I forgot to mute my mic.
We used to do one competition where you have 3 targets in front of you, kind of like like Good, Bad, the Ugly, where you got multiple bad guys, and a light would come on, but you wouldn't know which target the light was going to come on, and then you had to shoot the light target first, and then you could pick out whichever one you want. But whoever hit the 3 targets the fastest, and that was the one I really enjoyed the most.
So how long have you been doing fast gun shoot? How many years?
20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
Did you ever meet Bob Munden then?
Bob Munden is a joke, man.
Was he?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I thought he held many titles.
Yeah, in his own competition where he and his wife and his brother-in-law were the only ones competing. He was very good at promoting himself, but he never won a world national championship. And most of the time, if he got to the point where he couldn't be number one, he'd just pack up and leave. He was a joke. He's not even that fast compared to like the guy from California and several others down here.
And Jerry Michalik is pretty fast.
I don't remember that.
His daughter is also a fast shooter.
Yeah, I'm really shitty with names though, so some of them I don't remember their names, and I haven't been shooting competition for probably 10 years now. If I go out and I go to my shop and I shoot when I feel like it, but I don't shoot competition anymore because my hip is so screwed up it just hurts too much to try to compete.
It hurts sometimes. Mine back and legs and feet hurt me so bad I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
But I still get out there. I still get out and try to video to get content for my channel.
Yeah, I used to have a guy that used to threaten to come by my house and kill me and my kids and my wife. So
sorry, I joined you. There you go.
I showed him a video of me shooting, and I never heard from him again.
Hey, that's my picture of the horse doing it with the cop. Where you get that from? I got that on my video.
Uh-oh. And it sounds like he needs to put a strike on him. Nope.
What do you mean? What do you mean it's your picture? I've had this picture since 2018. Come on. My avatar.
I love that photo. I do. I love that photo of the horse sticking it to the cop in the backside. That is such a hilarious, priceless video. I mean, not video, but picture.
Yeah.
I love that video.
No.
I was expecting
it. Is a video.
It's like you could tell from the picture where it's from.
It's a video. It's a video on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
John
love it. Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm a little drunk right now, so just bear with me.
I'm just letting you know that there is a video. This picture, it's actually a video on YouTube that you can watch. It goes for like 1 minute. Like I think one of the videos goes for like 1 minute, and the other one goes for about 3 minutes or something. So you can watch it actually all go down.
I think I've seen it in the past, but there's a lot of still shots online about it, and I know I've put I put that photo in some of my earlier videos or
Happy fuck the cops day, literally.
No, I love it.
There's
a couple of shots where you can see the horse's dong like totally trying to stick it to the cop.
You can see it in that picture right there from right here.
So I never actually found this. It was actually my partner who, when we first met, well, not long after we first met, she found it on Facebook, I think, and like the actual, meme or the picture. And so it was actually her that prompted me to view it. And then I just loved it so much. I just made it my avatar, and I've never changed it.
Of all the photos I've seen of cops, I think that is one of my favorites. That's one of my all-time favorites because I laugh every time. So it's great that you have it.
The horse needs to learn how to stick to its own species of farm animals.
Instead of swine. But no, it's a great photo. I mean, I've used it myself. But
that wasn't a politically correct statement, was it? I'm just
my vodka's getting warm, people. No one, you realize if I take this, I'm probably going to pass out live on the air. But I ain't touching it.
We want to see it.
Unless somebody donates and makes me do it. So I'll leave it up to people.
I spilled some on my. I've got this huge mouse pad that's got like a map of the world on it. And I spilled some of this on it, and it just erased the ink off of it.
Oh, wow.
I wonder if I light this. I wonder if I light the.
Was that your shine?
I like the light.
Yeah.
Oh, so you know that you can use it to probably take paint off the wall if you need
Yeah.
to.
Hand sanitizer, paint, whatever.
I almost want to turn the lights off. See if I can light this vodka with my light.
It won't light. It's not high enough proof.
Oh, I gotcha.
So I don't actually know if there's many people that are still in here from when the whole conversation about Mark Stevens was going on, but if anyone does want an update, he has been charged and he, I believe, is still in custody. I haven't rang the jail. It's Lake. Now I can't even think of what it's called, and I've called the bloody bastards like 20 times overnight and today. I'll get the
Where was
name
this
in
at?
that bit. So this is East Chicago, Indiana.
Oh,
So it's
that
East
was.
Chicago.
Oh, that was. Oh, that's the guy that was arrested with Chuck Bronson and Accountability for All.
Josh.
Yeah.
That's correct. Yeah. So
Okay,
it is,
I didn't know.
you know,
I didn't know the other guy's name. The guy's name that was arrested. That the fucking cop, pardon my language, put his knee on the damn guy's neck.
That one was
yeah,
for you.
it's Mark Stevens. That's who was arrested.
I thought it was
And,
Mike or
yeah,
Mark or something like that, but I wasn't positive.
Yeah.
I think Junkyard just went out.
Not yet. I'm close.
Sorry, Junkyard. I'll stop now. You're
And
all
it just
good.
transfer controls over here.
I'm okay. I'm hanging. I can hang. I'm on the
That's
thread.
It's actually good to see you. I haven't jumped into one of your live streams for ages. I've only ever made it into one of yours before tonight, and that was a while back now.
Dude,
But it's
I have such an infatuation. All right, I'm not. All right, I'm not homosexual. Not that I have anything against homosexuals. I love furry. I love everybody. But forgive me because I'm drunk and I'm talking. But I love accents. I'm a big fan. Doesn't matter if it's Australian or across the pond or you name it. If somebody has an accent to me, and I do. I'm just dude. Wait, let me make sure my girl's not listening. If a woman came up to me tomorrow with an accent, like from across the pond or Australia, I would probably fall in love with them because I love accents. I do.
I'm the same. I probably wouldn't fall in love, but yeah, I do love accents as well.
That's just
but obviously,
so you wouldn't fall in love, but you probably fall in lust.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, it's interesting because I don't see myself as having an accent. I know I have an accent, but to me, it's just my annoying voice. But I've got, I know quite a few people actually.
Did you say your annoying voice?
Yeah, my annoying voice.
Okay, I thought that's what you said. I'm going, huh? What?
Yeah, it's very, white. Actually, it's funny you say that. It's funny you say that because I've had ex-girlfriends, exes who, one was in New Zealand, so it was a long-distance relationship, and there's been other people as well, and my voice actually does put at least women to sleep. I know that sounds bad, that you shouldn't have a voice that puts women to sleep, but apparently it's really soothing for when they're going to, trying to, go to sleep at night. And apparently I've got that magic.
Soothing or boring that they just want to go to sleep and stop hearing it?
Soothing is different than boring.
I don't know. Apparently,
I've been told.
Apparently it's soothing. Yeah.
Okay.
By quite a few women.
We'll just go with that for tonight. Okay.
That's my only asset. That is my only asset when I was dating, was the fact that I've been told by the other sex that I have a very good phone voice. I have a voice for radio. Thank God, because I don't have a face for radio or TV. But no, I've always been told that I have a very good voice that would be good on radio and things like that. So I can understand that aspect of it.
I'll tell you who's got a real good voice for radio and TV. And that's James Freeman.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree with that.
I could see that.
And when he narrates his videos, man, it's like, wow, he's in the wrong area.
The funny thing was
but
when
he's
I was
great.
dating, and I did do some brief online dating. The girls that I talked to, or the women that I talked to on the phone, were all over me. But when we went on the date, it was another story because, like I said, I have a face for radio.
That's
Just
right.
not
That's
why. Luckily, my other half right now would disagree with that. So I'm a lucky bastard in that sense.
I think another person that has a good narrating voice is News Now Houston. I think he's pretty good at doing that.
No, I think he has a good vocal voice as well. All right. I think we're gonna give this probably about another 15 minutes.
Well, you still did you finish your last drink?
No, I'm waiting for somebody to make it.
He's still got one in the shot and one in the bottle still.
One in the bottle, one in the shot, one in the glass, and one in the bottle.
All right, well,
but I'm not going to do it unless somebody makes me do it. And
I'll do one for you.
They can do it through Super Chat or PayPal, but they're going to have to let me know if they do PayPal because I won't see it. Mother of Dragons was nice enough to say in the chat that they made a PayPal, so I looked it up. But
you don't get a PayPal alert when you get something sent?
I might, but I'm not. My phone. I'm using my phone right now as my internet, so I have it on Do Not Disturb. That way the connection doesn't get in.
And that's what you also should do when you're if you're using it for live streaming. Always set it for Do Not Disturb.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sometimes when I'm out in the field and I do live streams, I forget to set it to Do Not Disturb. And
when you're out in the field and you're getting ready to go out somewhere, you should automatically, as soon as you step out of the car or whatever, and that you should automatically just set it.
I was coming back from a doctor's appointment today, and also my partner had an appointment of a different kind, and we were coming home, and I saw a unmarked, just cop car with lights pulling over a ute, or what we call a truck, an American, just recreational vehicle, whatever, and they were pulling them over. They were pulling them over in the worst possible lane. They were pulling them over at the light, but right on the median, so in the middle. So there was like 3 lanes, and they were in the center line. And it was like, why would you pull someone over there? And at first, I thought that there was something wrong with the truck, but it was broken down. But no. But unfortunately, I got off the bus and got my harness on, put the GoPro on, got everything sorted, and started walking down there, and then they just drove off. So it's like, oh yeah, that's typical for me. It's like 30 seconds too late.
I just did that for you, Mother Dragons, not to interrupt your story, but
I
just took that shot for Mother Dragons because she said that I owed her one more, so I took it. And man, I'm gonna pass out here in a minute.
I didn't know I thought she only had you do one before, so I didn't know she had you.
Well, she made multiple donations, so I actually did owe her one, so I took one. And I think there's only like one left in the bottle, but I don't even think I can do that one. I should have just finished off the bottle. If somebody makes me, I'll finish off the bottle. But
just pick up the bottle and turn it upside down on you.
Yeah, I will. And that'll be a sight because I've never done that in my life. But I would do that. If somebody paid to see it, I would do that. But other than that, I am so close to wrapping up the stream in like a
Hey, Furry. Come on.
Furry. Thank God,
Furry's
sleeping right now.
Wait, Furry's here? Furry's
No.
here.
No, and I'm teasing Junkyard because
Yeah.
Furry would have a field day with this right now,
Oh yeah, Tori would be
Oh,
sending
yeah.
money left and right and laughing all.
and she'd probably take a video clip of this and be putting it on loop.
Yeah.
That would just be just like her.
I dread the moment I actually have to stand up and take a step right now.
And does your chair have wheels?
No, I actually
I
have
was gonna.
to get up and walk out and actually cross the courtyard to go back into my apartment. So I actually have to try to take at least 15 steps.
You could always crawl.
Don't tempt me.
Or you could just sleep right where you're at.
I could, but my girl would not like that one bit.
Hey, at least you're in a padded room for when you start walking. So if you do fall, just fall against the wall.
Why do you think I chose the padded room? It's because it'd be very comfortable to pass out in.
Until he actually goes to count on that to help him, and he goes. Because those aren't real.
Oh, Ghost Rider's about to chase a call. Occupied building fire. 3-foot flames reported. Ooh. So
Damn.
if Ghost Rider is going to be doing live, if anybody is going to be staying away for a while, check out Ghost Rider's channel. Maybe
Ghost Rider, is that a stringer?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah,
I'd
Ghost
say
Rider
it probably would be.
Give us a little bit more information. Are you going to be posting it on a YouTube channel? Or are you just...
He'll definitely put it on the YouTube channel, but I was just asking him if he was going to do a video for Stringer tonight, if it was a Stringer call or not.
I have that on my cell phone, Stringer, but I never get anything in my area that they want.
Yeah, mine are always too far away. I'm not going to drive.
Are you a Stringer too, PMP?
Yeah. I have been for 3 years.
And I've only done one thing that they sent me on. A lot of times they want to send me way out in the county, and I don't have or out of county, and I don't have a vehicle to drive.
Yeah, I'm not going to drive 30, 45 minutes for 20, 30, 40 bucks. So.
And the other night, Junkyard got one. They sent him to the wrong location. Then when he figured out where it actually was, and then he get there, and it was a dead call.
Oh, geez.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a waste.
Yeah, and the last one I went on, I accepted it, and then when I got there, they had let 2 others accept it, so there was 3 of us there, and I said, I'm not going to sit here and compete with you guys. I don't need the money that bad. One of y'all 2 take it, and I just visited with the guys for a while.
They do that purposely to make sure it all gets covered.
Ghost says he's going to take a vid for Stringer just in case. It was on the scanner. He's going out the door right now. Later, Ghost. Thanks for tuning in.
Cheers, Ghost. I'll catch up with you when you go live later on.
We're going to end the stream here at 2 hours, 45 minutes. So you have about another, what? Okay. That's about another 8 minutes to make me chug the rest of this bottle right here. So,
QD, come on, make him drink it.
I want to empty this bottle, but I ain't going to do it without some help. So somebody's got to actually give me some incentive to do it because I don't need it. Believe me, I don't need it. I don't.
The only thing I want right now is some Velvet Crumble.
What the hell is Velvet Crumble?
Yeah, I was about to ask that. Yo.
Where are you from?
Who?
QLD, where are you from?
Australia. Queensland, Australia.
That's what I thought. You don't know what Velvet Crumble is? Or Violet Crumble, I mean? Violet Crumble, I mean?
I said that, not
well, yeah. Violet Crumble, yeah, I know what Violet Crumble is. It tastes like shit.
I like it. I like the texture of it.
No, I haven't had it since I was a kid, so I don't know. It's a chocolate bar. It's just like a honeycomb kind of like in the middle, and then a chocolate coat. It's pretty basic. It's not bad, but just the flavor of the honeycomb.
I don't know. I just like the texture of it really, but more than the flavor.
It sounds like something
Yeah,
we
I
used to
agree.
have here, but I don't see it anymore.
I like Reese's peanut butter cups.
And that and occasionally you can find them here in the States.
Yeah.
And the last time I looked, a box of on Amazon was like almost $50.
Are you shitting me?
No,
How many in the box?
what is it? Maybe 12 or 24 pieces in that. And that. No, I'm
Okay,
sorry, I'm not
yeah.
paying that much. I'm not paying that much.
Yeah, no, that's about right, actually. That's about because they're about $2 each. So yeah,
Mother Dragons wants me to finish the bottle off. I am so ready to pass out right now. It's pathetic. I don't need to. I want to. Believe me. Because I would just rather throw it in the trash on the way back in the apartment, Mother of Dragons. But not without, I don't need it. Not without incentive. Unless somebody's going to make me do it. I ain't touching that bottle. I don't need it. I'm so gone already. Help me. Somebody help me.
Is someone doing a screening of this video?
I hope not. Thank God, I hope not.
of what?
A screenshot.
Someone doing it, like videoing the screen of this, because
Screenshotting this.
Yeah.
Not me.
He's
You
afraid
can't- you
that I'm
can't-
going to delete it.
yeah, you can't download a thing. Well, it's in a live panel chat thing.
Yeah, but I can
Yeah.
grab it with OBS, so I'm not going to.
Hey,
Ah,
James,
come on! And then you see an email to Furry and let her to put the thing, put it in a loop, and
Furry
that.
will be
Nope. If Furry isn't awake, then she
No,
has
Furry's
it.
probably passed out. Most people are passed out. There's only 22 people in here. And that's including people that are on the panel. So, and me, I'm in La La Land. I just don't know it yet.
actually.
Mother Dragons
There's
just
not
flashed,
much going on.
Mother Dragons just did what?
flashed somebody. So I just flashed
Wait,
you.
what? Right here.
James,
Oh, as in the camera flash. Okay.
All right, James. Good night, James. If you're taking off, good night, man. I'm already asleep.
Good night, James.
I just don't know yet.
Got 4 minutes. Less than 4 minutes.
Oh, that's right. I said that we are gonna end it at 45, didn't I? See, I already forgot.
Yeah.
I am. I
You're
admit.
gonna have to
3
pay up.
minutes exactly.
Somebody's gonna have to pay up if they want to see you finish that bottle.
Oh my God, you're gonna have to wake me up to finish that bottle because I'm not even looking.
Mother Dragons, come on. Make him drink it. Make him drink it.
Don't just let the time run out.
Mother Dragons.
Thank you, PMP and everybody else. Thank you all for coming and letting me kick off this new panel video live stream thingamabobber or whatever. So I appreciate you guys joining. Why I sit here and just because I was bored. Believe me, I'll have no problem going to sleep now, but I was definitely not tired.
Junkyard, I want to see you fishing for cops again.
Oh, I got the fishing pole with the donuts still in the truck, so we'll have to do another video here. I have to find the perfect spot that allows me to do a live stream like in the back of my truck. Like Costa Mesa was perfect because they have parking spots on the street right across from the entrance of their parking lot. So that was like the perfect storm right there. Then the cop had to freaking wait at the freeway on-ramp area to pull me over so he could ticket me for my stupid tent, which I took off, by the way. But yeah, that was fun.
What was the tent actually illegal or?
Oh yeah, California, you can't have anything on your passenger or driver's side window without it, unless you fall under exemptions like medical necessity and a few other odds and ends that are very difficult to have. But yeah, your driver and passenger side windows can't have any type of film or tint on them whatsoever, unless you fall.
And do they screw over out of staters too that are just driving through that have too dark of tints?
Well, see, that's the thing. California doesn't enforce it unless they want to fuck with you. unless they want to know who you are or what you're doing and they want to run you, they're not going to fuck with you because 70%, I would actually guesstimate 80, not, I'd say about 75 to 80% of cars in California have tint on those windows, but they don't enforce it unless they want to know your name. Then they enforce
And since you were fucking with them and that they decided to
it.
nail you.
Exactly. Now, I'll clarify something for you because I think if I remember right, I read this in the statute. It's not illegal to have the tint on those windows unless you're driving on the public road. So hypothetically, I could still have the tint on them, but if I drive, I have to roll down both windows completely. So it's not an issue. But in any case, it's pretty much it's against the
Which
vehicle.
defeats the purpose.
Yeah, we're just limited to
it
how
defeats the
dark it
purpose.
can be here.
Oh my god, I'm so drunk. How dare you guys?
And
read it?
Hey, don't blame me. I came in. You're already 3/4 of the way there.
I should just shut up now.
Hey, we're over here 245. We're 2:45:38.
I'm not even looking at the monitor anymore. I'm just closing my eyes and just listening to you guys talking. Chiming in. I'm not even watching the monitor. I don't even think anybody's donated to have me.
Yeah, you're just gonna fall asleep right there. I can tell.
I'm gonna have to end it here soon. PMP, you're the man. Thank you for kicking this off. Seriously, I appreciate you chiming in on this introduction to a panel on my stream. I mean, that was cool. I appreciate it, man. I love you guys in Texas. News Now Houston, you, Texas Sheepdog, CJ Griffin. I love you guys out in Texas. You guys.
Yeah, I can't wait till CJ's a lawyer. We are going to have so much fun.
Oh, I'm just counting the days.
And and I'd like to see the first lawsuits against Leon Valley and Almost Park.
Oh, I am drooling. I am literally drooling for updates on the Leon Valley.
And at APMP, you do know that Salty Vag and Almost Park's chiefs are related, right?
I heard that, but I never looked into it.
And that
I heard that too.
You got Salty Vag and Raunchy Vag.
Yeah, I think one of the lieutenants from Universal City is either related or very close friends with both of them. Because he's out for us too, but we got his number.
Oh my god, I'm so drunk right now.
Hey guys, I'm gonna get going. The chopper is up, and so I think something's going on in my neighborhood. So I'm gonna get going. Great talking to you again. You guys have a good night and try not to pass out in the chair.
Yep.
See you guys
later, QOD.
Mother of Dragons, I notice you. I just haven't been paying attention to the screen because I am so freaking wasted right now. I gotta end the screen while I still have some dignity. I do. What are we at here?
And you know, whenever I see you live and that, I'm gonna ask you if you're how bad your hangover was. and you're gonna ban me from your channels.
No. First thing to do before I go in and pass out is chug a whole bunch of water. That's the first. That's how you avoid hangovers. Is you chug a whole bunch of water.
Is that before you go take a pee first?
I don't know, but all I know is if you chug a lot of water and you don't puke, it helps with hangovers because hangovers have to do with being dehydrated. So.
And a little oxygen don't hurt either.
Yes, PMP. Oh my god, I am so good.
And sometimes a little puking doesn't hurt either much.
This was not a good idea.
No, but it's your garnered some views and gained you a couple extra dollars.
Yeah, but it's not all about that. It's we're having fun. I want to do something different, and this was something different. And Mother of Dragons, I really appreciate what you did. Thank you so much. Frank says, "Don't stop now. It's just starting to get interesting." Oh yeah, 'cause I'm drunk. Oh,
He's still waiting to see you pass out.
I am. I am. If I don't end this stream, I am literally gonna pass out in my chair, and I don't want that. Come on.
Yeah,
Of course you want
I
it,
will
but I don't want
screenshot that.
it. PMP, thanks, man. I'm gonna wrap this up. I gotta go.
Hey, Junkyard,
Yes, sir.
and you have a good one. Be safe, man, and best wishes, or best prayers on you getting back inside safely.
Anybody that's on here, I know there's only 22 people. If minus the panelists, if you haven't subscribed to Zombies, subscribe to Zombie. Help him get to 1,000. Same with PMP. If you haven't subscribed to PMP, subscribe to PMP. Help him in any way you can. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. I gotta get off this thing. I am about to.
Okay, man. Peace out. Thank you for the shout out there and to get people to subscribe. I need 120 more.
Thanks for coming in. Later, PMP. Later, Zombie. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Most of you are probably across the pond in Australia, and I appreciate it. I really got to go to bed. All right. I have a feeling I'm probably going to hear a earful from my other half. Being out here this long. So, thank you for tuning in. I know it's not the usual crap that I put on my video. Hey, oh, by the way, I'm about to put a video live. So before you go to bed, you got to watch the video. It is going to be a rehash. It's going to be labeled. Let's see. Cop says I'm breaking the law, just not yet. I am about to publish it right now. So before you go ahead and wrap up YouTube yourself, do me a favor and watch that video. I am changing it from unlisted to public as we speak. Done. Here is the link to it. Copied link. Before you wrap it up, hold on. Let me find my way back to StreamYard. Here's the link to that video. I just did it. You might enjoy it. Please watch it, comment, and like it. I would appreciate it. There's the link to it. And I hope everybody has a nice night or day wherever you're at. And I gotta get out of here, guys. And gals. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry I'm so intoxicated. I am such a lightweight, but I love you all. I do. Peace.